Slimy.
What up, gang? What up, gang? What up with you, bro?
What's going on?
None chilling. About to get my day started. It's
You want to
another it's another slimy day. You feel me?
rap? How much money you made recently in them watches?
10 bands recently.
Okay. Okay.
Making good bread, but it's cool. But the thing about watch business is it's stressful for real.
Why?
Getting them in, tracking your tracking numbers, all that stuff. Just getting them in, waiting on the boxes. If a watch is broke, I gotta send it back
You got to send it back to China?
to India.
Oh, the unplug is in India?
Yeah. Kaminga returning tonight, man.
It's Kaminga Day, baby. Let's
Hey, bro,
go.
we gotta win tonight, bro. We gotta win this game. This is a big game.
X Slimy.
We win tonight. We 10 games above 500.
So last night people was tripping about the Nuggets result, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like people were it's almost like they want the Nuggets to win. Not like nah, bro. So they're like 5-5 in the last 10, and they're the third seed, right? So it's pretty much like rooting for the Lakers to lose. So I mean, I get it. Them Timberwolves, we want them to lose, but this is a great result, man.
It's close. If you look
Second
at it,
seed. Second seed is a real conversation.
we could be the fourth seed right now if we really start winning. We keep winning, we could be the third seed, y'all. If we
I
keep
could see
winning.
the Lakers legit losing tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Who they versing?
The Bucks. They play the Bucks tonight. They're
They
gonna
could
lose.
legit lose tonight. So where the Bucks at? The
They're-
Bucks
they
are
fourth
battling
in
for
the
home
East.
court. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at it, the Bucks are battling for home court right here. So it's not like
Is the Bucks 10 games over?
they're 8 games over.
So you telling me if we was in the East, we'll be third seed right now in the East?
Yeah.
Well, fourth seed. That's crazy.
Holy shit! That Tyrese Halliburton show was big, man. I'm looking at the standings. They're lock in step. Jesus Christ!
That
Wow.
shot was humongous.
Yo, that was a crazy shot, man.
The Lakers went on that little fake win streak. That's what's holding them up in the standings.
Yeah.
They
Because
got
if you look-
23 losses. So they lose tonight and lose tomorrow, they'll be at 25 losses. We win tonight and win Saturday, we'll be close to them. We'll probably overpass them.
So
Lakers
every
are a
team
glass
with
house.
here, look at this. So every team with like 40 wins right now, like as of today, you know what I'm saying? Plus 4.5, plus 8.5, plus 11, plus 12, plus 6, plus 4.5, plus 4, right? And these motherfuckers got 40 wins, plus 1.8. So they're just like fucking defying logic like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think what's going to happen now, they're going to start to normalize a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, Milwaukee got to win tonight. They got to win tonight. So Austin Reeves better play his ass off. So I'll be interested to see who plays tonight. You feel me?
Yeah, they gotta win tonight. We gotta win tonight too, though. We gotta handle business tonight.
Yeah.
Kaminga, do you remember when we were waiting for like the 23rd? Kaminga was meant to come back. This shit has been a while. As a matter of fact, it's impressive where we're at without Kaminga.
Bro,
But I mean,
our season wouldn't be this bad. We'll be the third seed right now if we had Kaminga. If Kaminga ain't lose so many of those games because we ain't have another secondary scoring option. And Kaminga was that. So a lot of those games that was keeping us below 500 was because we ain't have Kaminga. We ain't have our second best player. We would easily be the third seed right now if we had Kaminga and we added Jimmy.
And you know me with Kerr, man. I'm normally like, yo, like this dude doesn't. But I think you got to kind of ease Kaminga in a bit. You can't force him back in.
Yo,
He's got to earn his spot. I want to be saying, I want to be yelling, Kaminga, I want you on the court. The second I do that, all right, let's go. But until then,
now we need Kaminga on the court because
we
Kaminga
do. But
provides
at the
us with
same
POA
time, we're winning. We're
defense.
winning right now. So it's
Yeah,
like you got to
yeah,
earn your
yeah.
spot. It
But you
won't take
gotta
him long.
think
It won't take him long. But he got to earn it.
we
He will do.
winning, right? We winning, right? I understand we winning, but at the end of the day, like our POA defense has not been like it's been good, but it ain't been great. You feel what I'm saying? And that's because we got that but them Buddy Hill minutes. Kaminga gonna be able to provide some POA defense and some athleticism. So
It's
we
more of a
definitely
rhythm thing, I guess, is what I'm saying. Because it takes time to come back into the rhythm. It's just like the second that he's in sync and
yeah. I
he's
just hope
moving the
Steve
ball.
Kerr don't do some crazy shit, bro. Like y'all already know once we always get players back, I'm not even gonna say we're gonna go on a lose streak. We about to go on a win streak. I'm done manifesting negative shit. I notice how powerful my manifestation energy is. When I say negative shit tends to happen.
But
But
Brizo, hold on. Hey Brizo, you know that OKC has one of the best defenses of all time because of POA, right? So why you niggas like acting like the POA shit don't matter? Bro, that shit irritates me, man. The shit matters. They have a defense that is the all-time defense because of point of attack. The fuck are we saying, bro?
It's the reason why we
We
compete
won a
heavy with.
championship literally because of point of attack
hey
defense.
yo, Earth.
It's why we compete well with that Dallas team and OKC.
Don't
It's
Hey
listen
because
to
yo,
we
the
have
Earth.
that
niggas over there,
perimeter.
bro. Like
Yo, Earth. Let me tell you this though.
they are mad. They are mad because we won a championship with fucking Andrew Wiggins and they were talking about trading. So I'm just saying, let's not pretend like the fucking shit don't matter. It does matter. It 100% matters. Because
Yo,
when we
Earth.
won the title with Wiggins, niggas was over there saying, we should do this and we should do that. And when they won it, niggas ain't have anything to say. So I'm just saying, like, let's not pretend like this shit don't matter. They got 5 great point of attack defense. So you guard up top. You don't touch the paint. You don't force rotations. That's what the shit comes down to. Like, this shit irritates me when I look on the timeline. You say POA, POA, POA. Like, bro, like at some point you're gonna need the athleticism up top. Let's stop acting like the shit is it don't matter in a league where you need to guard on the perimeter. What are we doing here, bro? I'm not saying it hasn't been good, but you're going to need this shit at some point. You're going to need the extra athleticism. So why are people pretending like you ain't going to need this dude?
I mean, I feel like we're gonna need him just because
Bro,
of
this
that.
shit. Yo, you hear like the bozos like Tommy Gunn. You know Tommy Gunn was saying a few years back when we won the title that we should fucking trade for what's his fucking name? This white stiff that can only shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, bro. Bro. I hear what weird people are saying about should toss away Kaminga. This that gooey. Like, bro, you need these athletes on the court, dog. There's a reason why Seti Osman, bro. There's a reason why OKC is that good, bro. They have a 12 game lead on Memphis right now, a 12 game lead. Why do you think that's happening? Do you think that's happening because their offense is so dynamic? Nah, bro. It's because of their defense. And they guard on the perimeter.
Their
Did you see
their
what they
de-
did to
their
Boston last
defense is all right, but you gotta admit, their defense is all right, but it's a lot of mid offenses in the NBA right now.
No.
So that
Slimy,
can
I
be
completely
inflated.
understand that, right? But if every team is starting their offense up top, right? And you got multiple dudes up there that ain't allowing them to get into the paint. Bro, Chet Holmgren was gone for like 4 months. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't even matter because they were that good up top. So why are people pretending like the shit don't matter?
Yeah, but OKC struggles with split cuts, split actions, stuff
Oh,
like that.
no. I 100% agree with that. I'm not making an argument of us versus them. Us versus them, I know what's going to happen, right? But did you see what happened with Boston last night?
Yeah, because Boston is
Bro,
more of an up
they
top team.
absolutely annihilate their dribble drive game. Did you see what was
They
happening
got
with Boston last
overwhelmed,
night?
man. But yeah, they couldn't play make at all out of those
But
traps and those.
Porzingis
Yo,
wasn't out there though, so it's different. They can do all that when Porzingis not there, but when
No, but what I'm
Porzingis,
saying is that if you cut off the head of the snake, meaning like if you cut the offense off up top, right, bro, they ain't gonna be that effective. And you know what? We proved it in 2022 in the finals. Did you see what Wiggs was doing up top? But you know what though? It's because niggas was mad that we were so right about Wiggs, right? And the POA shit. So when the team is struggling, they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's like, nah, the team wasn't struggling. Bro, come on, dog.
I think just the bare size of like Moody JK is kind of enough to like compensate. If
Dog,
they have to
my
play
thing
their
is this,
best,
right?
right?
All right, cool. We got rid of Wiggs. We got Jimmy Butler in here, right? Now the problem is Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga can play that role, dog. I'm not saying he can do it as good as Wiggs in that specific thing, but you need a skill set out there. So why are people pretending like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Like this shit don't matter. This shit 100% matters.
Yeah, but just like it's
need
just
him,
beyond
bro.
the point. It's
You're
just
going to
beyond the
need him.
point of opinion. It's just like JK is the only dude that has the answers, right? So at some point, we're just gonna sit back and let him decide what the fuck is it all about. Because
Bro,
anyone's takes on JK doesn't really matter at this point because there's been no continuity. We haven't actually we all know his potential, but we haven't seen it applied. We're judging him a dude that's been through learning lessons, but he's been around the system that long. Like he's not just coming into the system. He's been around this Warriors system for a while. This shit will come to fruition. He's not a dumb fuck. Like people
Man,
think he's some
all I
dumb
see
fuck.
is dubs right now, man. We back, man.
Oh,
All
we're
I
here.
see is
No,
win,
we're here
win, win,
right
win, win.
now. Yeah,
Urkel,
right now.
answer my question in the chat, please.
It's micro cheating, yes.
Fuck!
Hey, yo, King, bro, the Lakers are ass, bro. Y'all about to go on a losing streak because y'all ass. Y'all a fabricated squad that don't know how to win real games. That's why y'all need free throw help because y'all's best player is the worst clutch player in NBA history, LeBron James. He always needs somebody to save him, Luka Doncic, but Luka Doncic is out of shape, and Luka Doncic is out of rhythm.
It's kind of like when motherfuckers was out there telling me about, yeah, we need a big. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, dog.
But we had Richard Hunt. That's different.
Motherfuckers was out there telling me like, oh,
Wait, hold on. But the value of Richard Home is actually a real thing.
Of course it is.
Yeah. But it's a money thing with you. It's like, all right, we're talking about salary. But the idea of it's big is valuable. It's actually stretching the front court. It's
Yeah. So I completely understand it, man. I completely understand it.
It's a beautiful time, man.
Hold on. What's going on? The prodigal son has returned.
Erk, listen.
Yo! Shit. Kaminga's back, and we're back, and it's time right now. Bro, this was cold. I asked you months back, like, is he coming back when Kaminga's back? I asked that question. Holy shit. It's spawn, man. Let's go. Pedro.
Oh, shit.
Yo, SpaceGang.
What's going on,
back.
Pedro?
I'm happy to hear you guys. I'm missing you guys. I have to take a break, obviously. Because of work, because of Little Benja was taking on my nerves and I was acting out of character. But 2 months or 3 months later, nearly, the Dubs are winning, the vibes are back, and young Simba is back tonight. JK. So, yes, let's go. Let's get the Dubs.
This guy has been waiting on JK's day-to-day report. I love it. Let's go. Pedro. Happy well, man.
Oh, shit.
Yes, sir.
And then we got JK coming back. We ain't losing.
Nah, we're gonna keep on winning, man.
No, he's back right now.
You got Jimmy Butler. Okay. We had to sacrifice Wiggs. Cool. I have no problem with that, right? But I'm telling you, Kuminga is going to be important. That role that was vacated, it's still going to be needed. You know what I'm saying? So do you think he can play that role?
Bro, like I personally I don't really care if furthermore, I don't think he should start. I think, he just had a very, very tough injury. I feel like he needs to slowly get back into rhythm and test his knee and adapt to how the team is playing. But I think he's the ultimate factor for this team to have serious aspirations because not only obviously he's 6'8", super athletic, but I feel like he provides something that the rest of the team doesn't have. And now we have Quidden Post. When JK was playing before, we have TJD at 5. We were playing like leading the waters to starting minutes. Like we have a lot of things that are different now. So yeah, I think regardless if he starts or he's coming off the bench, I think he's an important piece. So yeah.
Yeah, so Lindy Waters, I'm glad we got those guys up out of here, bro. Not because I didn't like those guys, but Steve Kerr, he was doing the most, dog. He was literally doing the most, right? Like 1 minute Lindy was not playing, and then all of a sudden he was playing 30 minutes. Like that's not good process. You know what I'm saying? So um I'm glad we got rid of like guys like that because Steve was doing the most. You know the guys that you need to play, bro. And then lo and behold, they start to play Moody, right? And
Yeah.
one time I like snapped on stream, and the reason why I snapped, it's almost like I snapped on Moody because Moody didn't make a pass. And the reason I snapped is not because of Moody, but it was because I know Steve is going to use that as a fucking excuse to
To,
yank him
to
off the
yank
court.
him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then I'm watching Lindy Waters out there when he was out there, and he's taking the most irrational fucking shots ever. And I'm like, the fuck are we doing, bro? So it's almost like I was getting mad at Moody because I know what Steve is going to do. The minute he takes a shot that Steve thinks he shouldn't take, then he's off the court. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if
it's like a method to the madness there, because like
I
now
suppose,
now we kind of take a step back and we kind of look at it. It's like when you have Kaminga come back, what do we all crave? We want this Otto Porter,
yeah.
we want this Iggy, we want this playmate. Can he take that step? It's interesting. Like I'm sure as all fans, we all want to see him come in and be composed and actually be a dude that can play make more. You know what I mean? So let's at least hope all that bullshit yanking actually came to some fruition with some playmaking, man, because it is kind of something that we kind of need to see if he's going to be that role.
Listen. All you need is a couple of playmakers out there. You don't need everybody.
Yeah. No, I agree. And that's kind of been your thing, man. And I kind of agree
Other
with that.
players can play different roles. You know what I'm saying? Like not
As a
everyone.
wing, if you're not going to be a shooter, you
Yeah.
gotta kind of be a playmaker at least. That's that Boris Diaw shit, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah,
You
so
gotta
it's
kinda
like
be out doing
not
shit.
everyone is, because then if you have too many of those guys, guess what? GSW ball report, what up? Because then they start passing to here, they start passing to there, pass. You feel me? So you need skill sets to complement other skill sets. You know what I'm saying? So I
But
don't.
Petron, it's good to have you back, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to fucking it. But yeah, good to
Nah,
have
it's
you
so
back,
good,
my
AJ Junior.
guy.
It's nice to.
Hope you well, bro. I hope you've been well, man. Fucking JK
Nah,
season.
I've been
What's
well,
wrong
man.
with you?
I've been well. Like, to be fair, not gonna lie, bro. I needed to take a break. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Of course.
playback was getting too toxic, especially when we were losing. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Should change it, bro.
and I just feel like it was low key affecting my mental health. I was like, yo, like, why
Bro,
am I
sometimes I
here?
take a
Like,
step back. I'm like, Urkel must be crazy, bro. Because I'm just like, yo, like bro, twice a day, 2 days, every fucking day. This shit is crazy.
You see,
yeah,
like when
no,
it's
but
hella negative and we're losing, and like
Bro,
I
I love it, man. It's what
yo,
keeps me sane, bro. You keep me going with it, like, bro, not you pause, but like this whole shit keeps me going. Like, just hearing everyone talk and vet it out, man. It's good.
you see when I get off right at night and we're losing, I can't wait to get off sometimes. Like I can't wait for that last game to end. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm just reading the chat sometimes, and you got like hella negative people in it, or not hella negative. There's like a couple of people. Our chat's
But you know
pretty.
what it is? Like, I feel like whenever I feel like I know it's maybe just fan, but I don't like. I feel like we're never as bad as we are. Like, it's always some bullshit loss. It's always some shit where it's like some shit that we could have controlled and we could have done better. And that's what makes me so fucking annoyed over the last 3 years. And I feel like we're controlling those controllables so much better.
Yeah, bro. I feel like sometimes we're at like a coaching disadvantage. And when you're playing certain guys, it's like, bro, what the hell are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So it's all good though.
Yeah, bro. Like it's just tough to go to sleep, especially like like some of us who like live in the UK or in Europe. Like we have to wake up at 4 a.m. to watch the games because obviously we fans of the Warriors and like just like the negativity and just like the bad vibes during November, December, January. It was tough. So I was like, yo, like let me just step back and see if the front office will do something to help Steph win number 5. And you guys saw the interview yesterday. I feel like Steph is revitalized. I think he's definitely gonna stay in his contract after this one finishes, and I think he wants more.
Who knows what's going to happen? Like the only thing that I really and truly care about is that that they're building the good habits from here on out. Because you heard what Buddy said yesterday, man. Buddy was like, well, I don't know. He's like, it's not like we didn't like each other.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards saying that he's dealing with double teams. Hold on. Let's play this. Let me see here what Hayward got to say.
And I'm sure Stephen A's had things to say about you during your career at one point or another. When you see that video, were you thinking, I should have done that, or I could have done that, I'd like to do that? Did you ever have a moment where you wanted to confront one of the talking heads?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we all have moments where we want to confront the talking heads, because a lot of the stuff that they say, they just don't know what they're talking about because they're not with you in the locker room.
Is he being sponsored by Colgate? What's going on here?
Right, these guys say this guy make 100 mil. What do you think they're going to be thinking?
He's being sponsored by Colgate. That's funny.
Or they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They have some source and they're getting secondhand information. But me personally, I would never do that in public like that. I don't think that's the time or the place to do something like that. So.
And I'm sure Stephen A's had things to say about you during your career at one point.
Yeah, he ain't said shit.
Yo, Urkel, I'm gonna step back. I have like a few errands to run, but like, yeah, man, I'm gonna keep listening.
All right, brother. Nice to hear from you, man. Nice to hear from you.
It was back to hear from you guys, man. Love.
The ultimate JK stand.
I know, Urkel, stop with that narrative. I'm a Warriors fan first and foremost, but I support my African brothers. That's for sure.
I feel you.
Y'all. Peace.
All right. Look at this shit right here, bro. Is that a foul or no? Is that a foul? I think it's a foul. So why are people? You can't have your hands on them like that.
OKC beat them boys, man. Straight.
Okay.
That's straight up.
Get your hands out the cookie jar, man. That's a foul, bro.
They got beat.
SGA is a master at that shit, man.
There's this weird confidence with Boston where it's like they can't play out of the traps.
Hey, yo, so do you really think OKC is a real problem, bro? Like, are they like a real problem?
They're a problem.
Yes.
No, I'm talking like a real deal problem. Like we get in the playoff series with them and we ain't got that. We ain't got that dynasty.
That Houston team was a real deal problem. Like some of those Memphis, like man, there's a lot of good teams that we versed in the West that we just beat, but they're real teams for sure.
Nah. But OKC is like a different stratosphere, like compared to these teams, man. Like they don't have any. I can't really see any weakness on their team, bro. They don't really have a weakness.
I know their weakness, bro. I know
what's their weakness.
They struggle with split actions and teams that could cut well, bro. They are going to be
Not
great against those ISO type teams, bro. That's just up top dribbling. They're going to be great against those teams.
Slimy,
It's,
did you watch a game last night? Like, did you have any observations in that game?
I mean, they play great defensively, but Boston don't know how to attack their defense. That's
You know,
the
I guess
thing.
they were just switching everything, and they get
You gotta know how to attack their defense, and when you got like a player like that's why we beat them. When we beat them, we beat them for a reason. That's just not something you look at and be like, boom, because it's already a rivalry between those two teams after SGA did Steph last year. So at the end of the day, bro, them teams is when they play each other, they going for their heads
you.
regardless.
You need a
And
like.
we're beating them for a reason. It's because we are great at cutting to the basket. We know how to dice their defense up. We know how to put their defense into situations where they can't, do what they do. So their POA defense don't really matter versus us because we split cutting, we back cutting, all of that, bro. They
Wait,
struggle with that type shit.
Yes,
what I'm
so that's what I was saying. Like, they are the beneficiary of the rule changes this season because there was an emphasis to not allow straight line drives anymore, all like that, right? OKC kind of took advantage of that. So last year after the All-Star break, um, there was an emphasis to not give up like these crazy straight line drives, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? So um, they definitely took advantage of that. And when I realized that POA was like a big thing, was in that the Timberwolves series when I was watching them play Phoenix. And when I tell you that they shut down that Phoenix offense, like locked it down, that's when I knew. I was like, okay, yeah, we're dealing with something different. So people are, hey, if they continue with those rules, people are going to have to adapt to like newer sets. You know what I'm saying? Like more, they're probably going to have to incorporate like some more movement in their sets, right? So that's kind of what I saw last night.
Yeah.
All right, so look at this shit right here, for instance, right? Yeah, they made the shot or whatever, right? But look at how they guarded Tatum right here. And then they had three people around him. Then he had the kick. You know what I'm saying? So if that shot don't go in,
That's a rebound. That's a
Hey, yo, Eric, and another
defensive
thing
rebound.
is OKC's defense, they're going
yeah.
to destroy drive and kick offenses. They're going to destroy drive and kick offense.
Well, they have been like not going to. Bro, they have one of the
Yeah.
best defenses ever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But what have
like
they struggled
the
with,
eye
though?
test kind of matches up with it when you watch it, man. They
There,
have
there's, I mean, there's only like one team that runs like drive and kick offenses like at an elite pace, and it's the Cavs, bro. I don't think they're gonna destroy the Cavs.
okay,
Like
what did
drive
you?
and kick
no,
offense.
Hold
you know
on.
what's funny? Don't they give
No,
you
no,
that
no,
like
no, no, no,
2000?
no, no, no. That's where you're wrong, bro. So they played Cavs even in one game, and then the next game they fucking demolished them. Did you watch that game?
Yeah, I watched the game, but I'm saying like in a 7 game series, you get to hone in on one team. Like there's gonna be adjustments made, bro. That's why I'm saying like regular season play compared to like playoff intensity basketball is two different things.
Okay, so talk to me about what's going to happen in the playoffs then. So
I just think Kenny is too good of a coach not
nah,
to
fuck that.
adjust.
Tell me what's going to happen in the playoffs.
What do you mean? What's gonna happen in the playoffs?
So if you think they're going to make an adjustment, right?
Okay.
If you think they're going to make an adjustment from the regular season to the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
What is going to happen? So you say that they have a whole series to adjust to the drive and kick stuff, right?
Yeah.
So what's going to be the counter?
Well. I think personally the counter should be you get Mobley, what's it called, Jared Allen off the floor. You run Mobley at the 5, and it would be, and also on top of that, you would have to put DeAndre Hunter at the 4 as well. So you would have to run small ball because if you run small ball, right, and it's just 5-out basketball, everybody can space. That kind of like elevates the offense, right? They can run, drive,
So
and kick, but at the same time, everybody on the court at all times is a spacer. So I think they're gonna play what's it called? I think they're gonna play Allen off the floor because their defense is just that good. But the adjustment is you got to put Mobley at the 5. You got to run him there. So that's just my personal opinion. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I just think that's just one of the adjustments. But we'll see though.
But it's like they kind of remind me of that. It's obviously not the same just because they got the same uniform, but like 2016 OKC team, like that team is just an overwhelming physical fucking team. But when it comes down to it, like these Robesons, they're not gonna make shots. It's like I'm looking to some of these OKC dudes, but that
But
Case and Wallace dude is legit. But man, they're a fucking good team, and that 2016 OKC team was unbelievable. So it's like, man, the West is a fucking gauntlet, but we can beat.
hold on. So you think this OKC Thunder team this year is better than that 2016 Oklahoma City team?
I think they give me the same feeling in terms of just overwhelming physical size at all positions and defense.
Hell
Kind
no,
of like
bro. I don't agree with that.
You don't think they're better?
Hell no.
They don't have as much. Well, Russ balances out a bit, but
Bro,
at the same
hell
time, man,
no,
like
bro. That 2016
we're gonna bank on
OKC
we're gonna bank on these other dudes missing shots, bro. It's kind of. But that OKC team was sick. That's my point.
bro. That team was sick, bro.
Yo, absolutely they were. So it's like the best team isn't always a team you verse in the finals. You know what I mean? Like
this team is. I'm telling you, that OKC team in 2016 would probably beat this Thunder team in 5 games. They not that. I don't think they that.
Nah, you're overrating Westbrook a bit at that point, man. He was kind of like a bit of a.
Bro, that team beat the Dynasty Spurs, bro.
No, unbelievable.
The Dynasty Spurs, bro, was crazy. That team beat that team in 5 games. The Dynasty Spurs. I'm talking about Tim Duncan on retirement.
If Andre Roberson can shoot, that shit is game over.
Kawhi Leonard in his prime.
Yeah, if he could shoot, they would have been better.
But unfortunately, some of these dudes that can defend, they can't make shots.
Size and length, though.
Yeah.
I think they had more size and length than this team, though. The 26 team had more size and length, I believe.
My point is, Golden State are going to beat both those fucking iterations of OKC, so we're good.
That's what I'm saying. That team is nowhere, bro. If you think Draymond Green and Steph Curry haven't seen a team like better than that and beat a team better than that team we looking at right now,
if we beat OKC this year, they're gonna fucking hate us for life, bro.
Slimy.
What?
Look at the number 2 defense right there. Like they're like 2 points ahead of them next best defense. You understand what I'm saying? So all right, they've fallen off a little bit. Relative to league, they're like a plus 7.1. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's not all-time stuff anymore because they've kind of fallen off. But what they were doing to start the year, bro, they were crazy. It was absolutely insane what they were doing to start the year. Now, I do think that to beat them this year, your offense is going to have to be layered, which is what you were describing earlier, right? So I was seeing a stat earlier in the year that when they do the dribble drive stuff, right? When they do the dribble drive stuff, they don't let you touch the paint, right? So if you don't touch the paint, like you're kind of at their mercy because, now you're just taking like a mid-range shot or whatever, right? But once they have you touch the paint and you have to help down and the ball starts to move, that's where they get you in a precarious spot. You know what I'm saying? And it's now when we were guarding them, and I'll be interested to see how we play them this time. But I really think it's going to be around the same because when we were playing them, bro, even with JK, even with Wiggins, and, like back then the offense was super clunky. You know what I'm saying? And you were seeing people that couldn't dribble and they couldn't play make and all of that stuff. We were just relying on like raw athleticism just to get to the rim. So now that our offense got a few more playmakers in there, these little sets that you're seeing, like the split cuts and the dribble handoff and all of that stuff, right? Where they're bringing people up and they're putting them into decision-making type of situations, that's where it gets that's where it gets different. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna see with them, right? But in terms of all this other shit, bro, they absolutely locked that shit down.
Hey, yo, Ert, can you pull up some highlights from our game when we played them?
Yeah, I can do that. Hold on.
The first game when we beat them in Oklahoma City, when we beat them there.
So look at the teams that they've lost to. They've lost to Denver, Timberwolves twice. They lost to us here, the Mavericks, Cleveland, Houston. You know what I'm saying? So all of these are, well, at the time, were pretty good defensive teams. You know, they've only lost to pretty decent teams. Well, the Spurs, then they had Wemby back then. But they annihilate good teams. So look what they have 2 losses to Denver. You think that's a coincidence? Because Denver runs like they run like a layered offense.
Uh-huh.
You know, they lost to us twice, you know what I'm saying? And one of those times they probably shouldn't have won, right? So Houston, I don't know how the fuck they lost to Houston, but they did. I think they actually blew a big lead to them. I think, if memory serves me correct. No, I think it's the Timberwolves that they blew the big lead to. Yeah.
Bro, the Timberwolves is nice, bro.
But I do think that they're gonna just dice through a bunch of teams basically, and when SGA gets you in free throw trouble, it's kind of an issue. But the way that people are talking about them, like, oh my God, they're this and they're that, blah, blah, blah. I guess that's true to some extent, but because most of the teams in the NBA play alike, you know, they've kind of feasted on that. And they've just shut down a whole segment of teams' offenses. So that's what you're finding, man. I wish that NBO.io site was still up, bro. I need to find a alternative to that.
They have just like a bunch of role players just playing good as well, which is just it's pretty crazy to see.
Bro, they got a lot of young players. They just faster. They just faster than all these old heads. That's why when you see the Warriors, you looking at everybody past they physical primes. But the reason the Warriors is good is because they killing teams on IQ. On their brain. They killing teams with their brain right now. Yeah, Steph Curry's still amazing.
It's kind of Draymond on defense. But if he can be,
Yeah,
if he can get physical with your 5 and get in their head, like, and I kind of feel like he can do that with OKC.
bro. Do you know Steph Curry 37 years old, right?
That's crazy.
You know he's 37. So that's crazy for him to still be playing at that level at that age. But we can't lie. He's not the same agility. He don't have the same agility that he had back in 2016.
He may not be the same as what he was, but he's still different from everyone else, man. Doesn't matter.
But he's smarter, so he mastered his off ball game and his smartness, bro. That's why when you watch Steph Curry, you'll see that you drive, and then the other team will think he in the corner, but he really going to the wing. And then when they pass it to him, splash 30 feet. Easy.
They're creating transition, man. So I love how that's gonna fit for JK. And they're getting stops there, they're getting out, and they're running. And it's just like it's gonna be beautiful, especially against a team. Who are they missing? Sack. They run. It's like they're like this is gonna be a beautiful game.
That's the thing with teams like Sacramento. Like they play us hard.
I'm so pissed that the Nuggets lost, bro.
Why?
Bro, we needed that fucking loss, man. Damn.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
bro,
we did,
just
bro.
Need to keep winning, bro.
Urkel, have you seen the Wolves' remaining schedule? They're not gonna lose. We need as much separation as we can get, bro.
No,
the Wolves aren't gonna lose.
Brother, have you seen who their schedule is? They're gonna be playing the Jazz like 4 times. They're playing like what's it called? They're playing like the Charlotte. They're playing bum ass teams. They're not playing anyone good.
Y'all are looking at Y'all are looking at the glass half empty.
Yeah, they tripping.
Everything's in our control right now.
Yeah, like all we got to do is win. I mean,
they got to play New Orleans twice.
We can't,
New Orleans
brother.
is tough.
I think we can win, but I'm just saying
They got to
it's just
play Phoenix.
it puts pressure on us to win. I don't want to. I want to have at least some breathing room so we can have a loss or one.
Bro, if it's all up to us, if we gonna keep winning, bro, we gotta keep winning. Cause as long as we winning,
What you want? We want us to go on a 20-game win streak?
the teams
So why?
above us,
So hold up. We're
you
going to go
were
on a 20-game win streak, but they're not, or they're going to go on a 20-game win streak, but
No,
we're
I'm not
not.
saying they are going to go on a 20. I'm
Yeah,
just saying their games are way easier than ours.
they might go 15
I
and 2.
reckon the Rockets will fall faster. I'm looking at the
Bro,
Rockets right now.
if they go
Look
15
at
and 2, man, they can have it. But what I am saying is that if you look at the standings, right? 24, 24, 23, 25, right? You want you want some of these teams to lose, bro. Like, so I ain't even mind it that much last night. Didn't even mind it that much last night because the Nuggets lose, you know, that's that's more of a chance that we can crack into the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Our goal is to crack into the top 5. It's not staying at
Bro,
6.
literally yesterday I thought we could take over Memphis. I'm looking right now; they're second, so we can get second. All right, cool. That's all I need to know. Because why? I'm not saying we're gonna get second, but I'm just saying, like, literally
bro.
24 hours ago,
We
I
could
thought we could
easily,
overtake Memphis. I'm looking right now; they're second on the standings. What do you mean?
bro. All we gotta do is win tonight, win Saturday, beat the Nuggets, and then miraculously beat the Bucks on the back-to-back, bro. And we'll be the second seed,
Like,
bro.
did you just hear what you just said, bro? I like that. That's why I'm upset that the Nuggets lost. Because if we could have at least had one loss in that stretch, not saying we will lose, but I'm saying if one loss in that stretch, we'll be fine. But if we
Bro,
Right,
we're
lose
not
one
you
of these
gotta you
losing
games,
gotta
though.
lean in.
We're
You
not
gotta lean
gonna
into
lose.
us. We are the fucking
God,
boogeyman.
here comes
We are.
fucking
We are
Iron
the
bitching and
fucking.
whining.
Bro,
The
I am, bro.
fuck?
Leaning
Shut
to us being
up.
the boogeyman.
you
We're
guys
the teams
you
that dudes
guys
don't want to
understand how
feel.
Bro,
basketball
you
Always
don't
works,
got
bitching
no
and
Bro,
depth
whine,
in your
Orange.
squad,
they don't
bro.
want to face
We
us.
gonna
We're the
win,
team.
bro.
bro.
Benjo, shut your
Bro, they
slow
don't.
ass up and let
Bitch your ass up before I
everyone
fuck
else
your
talk.
girlfriend.
I'm just saying that, bro. All I'm saying is it gives us more breathing room, okay? Because we can't win for every single fucking game. We're not gonna go on a 20-game win streak.
You can't even
One
breathe, you
loss, if
fat ass. You
we're in
got
the
rolls
seventh
all
Hey,
game.
yo,
over your neck
Ariana, how many
and your
games have we
fucking
Bro,
lost the
cheeks,
shut your
you
last
little
double
10
chin
games?
ass
fat ass.
up, bro.
You
No neck
double
having
chin
ass
ass.
up. Fucking slowest motherfucker here. Shut your bitch ass up, bro.
Benja, show me your watch, bro.
Hey,
Breathe,
Show me your
yo,
fucking
Orion.
fake ass watch,
Breathe.
bitch.
Breathe.
Let me see your
Relax.
fucking
Breathe.
moissanite ass watch,
Breathe.
bitch.
Breathe. Relax. Relax. Take a deep breath. Now shut the fuck up before I slap you.
Yeah, exactly, pussy. Shut your bitch ass up. This man Urkel telling him to flex his watch. I don't want to see moissanite. I want to see diamonds. The fuck?
Slimy got diamonds. They passed the diamond tester.
I got real watch, dumbass.
Look at a real watch, you dumbass. Just the way you say, I
Moissanite,
know you don't got a real watch.
Moissanite sell good though, bro. Respect the hustle.
How would you know that? You selling fake watches?
I let them know, like when I'm working
Oh,
my
okay.
Moissanite watches, I let them know it's Moissanite before they people buy Moissanite all the time, bro. Like look on Instagram and look up Ice Cartel, and you'll see people buy Moissanite all the time, bro. So at the end of the day, people pay big money for Moissanite. So why wouldn't we
Big
try to
money for
make money?
moissanites?
I can't believe how much watches I've been pitched since I've been up here. Every time I come up here, I get pitched a watch.
I mean,
God.
bro, you don't know most of these rappers out here wear Moissanite diamonds. Know that, right?
Well, yeah, I think you did the diamond tester thing, bro. So you're good.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I think that's
it's a big market for it if you look it up. If you like, I mean, shoot, easy money, bro. Just know that.
Yo,
Hurt, man.
Hey, it's muted. It's no sound coming, bro.
hold on. Let me share and unshare. Sometimes that happens. Hold on.
Yeah, Saki, good bro.
Hold on.
You know
Yeah,
what I
hold on.
particularly noticed? They were playing in the Mile High City, and it was the Denver Nuggets who was gasping for air. It wasn't Minnesota. It was Denver. Now, usually, Molly, when you're talking about that altitude,
Yeah.
what we're talking about when going to Denver, for crying out loud. I mean, people like Big Perk, my man Juvie, and others, they struggle in Denver. They struggle in Denver. I mean, the air's thin. I mean,
A lot of people are taking shots today for no reason.
I mean, that's the one place Juvie hates to go, Molly. It's the one Big Perk. It's the one place Juvie hates to go because, damn it, Juvie. I mean, he's like that damn air is thin, he huffing and puffing. You know what I'm saying? I got a big bodyguard. But the point is that in Denver, it's usually the opposition.
Yeah.
Last night, it was Denver. Even Jokic playing seven. I mean, Mike Malone was desperately trying to win this game. He played Jokic for 17 straight minutes in the second half. 17 straight minutes. And that brother was huffing and puffing. But it wasn't Minnesota who was huffing and puffing. See, those are the kind of things that I'm looking at. As the playoffs approach, certain dudes are ascending. Their energy level is there. All right? Their veracity is there. That's the Minnesota Timberwolves right now, who are tied in a dead heat with the Golden State Warriors for the 6th spot. All this noise we've been making about Golden State, you really don't want to have to play the play-in before the first round of the playoffs arrive. You really want to avoid that. And now because of Minnesota, it might be Golden State on the outside looking in to the first round of the playoffs as opposed to the Timberwolves.
Look, Molly, Stephen A., I want y'all to cherish this moment, all right? Because it don't happen often, all right? When I come on national television on First Take and say that I was wrong about something, because, 90% of the time I'm right. Here's the thing. I was wrong early in the season. Early in the season, I said that the Minnesota Timberwolves were on the verge of making the worst trade in NBA history. That's because of the bad body language. Anthony Edwards complaining about the system, the offensive set, the officials and all this, right? They got off to a rough start. Okay? I was wrong. They turned the book. They got back to their identity. They got back to their culture of defending at a high level.
Yo.
If you watch that fourth quarter where Minnesota came back against OKC, that's not a good matchup for OKC. They can kind of get in the same dogfight, and they might have better shot making. So it's kind of like, man, there are some good teams in the West,
man. The Timberwolves don't scare me though. Be honest.
They're a good team. These are all good teams, but yeah. No.
Go hug your girlfriend, okay? You're crashing out.
My thing is like, sure, if they lost, they would have lost, right? But like 6 in a row, that's pretty good. But why can't we win 6 in a row? Just don't lose against Sacramento. We should beat Sacramento, right?
Yeah, we should.
It's not about tonight's game or anything. It's about the future. It's just they have an easier schedule, so them not losing these hard games is annoying.
All right, go hug your girlfriend, bro. You're crashing out.
Bro, shut your ugly ass up and let everyone else talk, bro.
Well, we got a pretty easy schedule, and we got the tiebreaker. I mean, I was literally, I thought Houston would be the team that's going to drop. I think they're going to fall.
You think Houston drops below everyone else?
I think so. If you look at there's enough games, I think Minnesota and Golden State will keep winning. I think Houston will drop off. It'll be Houston to play it.
I mean, I hope so. Shit.
I mean, the way Houston was looking last night, I don't know. Sangoon and them is balling. And Jalen Green, them niggas is balling. Them niggas play good defense, too. Goddamn. They locked KD ass up last night. Put him in a straitjacket.
Ja's kind of back as well. Ja's kind of back.
The Rockets put them niggas 6 feet deep last night. Nigga, they buried them niggas 6 feet down.
And Van Vliet's not back, right? So, yeah.
Casket and them niggas. Sangoon was dunking all over Phoenix front line. Dunking all over him.
If the team is as good as y'all say it is, right? I don't care that the Timberwolves won last night. because to be honest with you, they're a bad matchup for Denver. They always been. They're the worst matchup for Denver. And the reason why they're a bad matchup for Denver is because Jokic cannot just feast on mismatches because they got bigs. You know what I'm saying? So you got a big down there to really neutralize some things. You know, like Jokic feasts on mismatches. And you see, because the league is so small now, that's what he does, bro. He is, but they're a bigger team. They got Rudy Gobert in there. So watch Gobert and Jokic in a one-on-one matchup. Like Jokic can't just like lean into him and just get a bucket. You know what I'm saying? So they can just stay at home on Jokic for the most part, and then they kind of cut off all of those passing lanes. You know what I'm saying? So then you just have Jokic just working harder, which is kind of what you want to accomplish.
Yeah, it's just a bad matchup for the Nuggets. It's
Yeah.
a horrible matchup for them.
So when I seen them doing what they did last night, I was like, yeah, it's kind of not a shocker because one, Anthony Edwards just get to the rim on them like relentlessly. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets to the rim over and over again. So, and their defense isn't that great. Like their defense is not that great at all, actually. So that's what I saw last night when I was watching the game. So, I mean, once I seen like the first quarter, I was like, yeah, they're probably going to lose tonight. And then I seen people crashing out saying, Minnesota's going to catch us. I was like, no, we just got to keep on winning, man.
The irony of that Denver defense is that POA thing, man. Like if they had a kept KCP, that would have been different.
But that's what our fan base has come to, bro. They ain't used to us winning no more. They fell custom of us getting our ass whooped. So
no, but
when they
Slimy,
look
that's what
at
I
the
mean. That
standings, they be scared as fuck. They be like,
that
"Oh my god!"
that inevitability is back. It's just this inevitable feeling that's just gonna be.
Bro, it's an inevitable. Every time Jimmy step on that floor with Steph, bro,
Yes.
we gonna win, bro.
Marion's scared as fuck, brother. Their
Unless we just
schedule is 10
off.
times easier than us, bro.
If it get to crunch time and you got Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler on the floor
Hey,
together,
Slimy, say that word again, Slimy.
it's fucking over, bro. Just give it up. The only way we lost is because we got beat by the Mavs. We know how that game went, especially in crunch time when they was calling all them bullshit calls. And
Yeah.
then Jimmy, he was out versus Philly. So, bro, we basically undefeated. So, y'all don't think we could keep winning? Why we worried about the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Jimmy hasn't even played his best yet, man. He's still figuring it out.
Bro, if Jimmy Butler steps on the floor with Steph Curry, bro, it's a tough out. It's gonna be hard to beat them. It's just it.
But I'm just enjoying this watching Moody. I know Pod's out, but like just watching these dudes play well, GP2, just seeing the dudes play well. That's all you can. They know their role. They're playing well. Some shit you can analyze all day, man. But at the end of the day, if these dudes are in a role and they're playing well, man, I mean, shit, just touch wood. They stay healthy. They stay healthy, and it's over. GP2, man, bro. The only issue with this guy
He
was
need
health.
to keep his mask
If
on, bro.
he's
He need
if
to
he,
keep that shit on.
if this dude stays healthy, man, he is
He just need
damage
to
on the court,
thrive in the
bro.
road. The little big man. Keep the mask on.
If he's gonna make shots, yeah, he's elite.
Nigga,
But
we about to
I
call
don't know.
that
I'm
nigga
not
Rey
backing on that.
Mysterio, nigga. He the Rey Mysterio of basketball.
He's shorter as well.
He could jump. Oh, he could jump out the gym, dunk over 7-footers, get boards over 7-footers,
Maybe not
lock your
six.
best guard up, and he could pop out and pop out, hit a three, and then
Not six. Not 6'1"
then
dom, but
he's
6'9".
the
But he's a
Flash and Steph
6'9"
Curry's
dom.
gravity.
Yeah.
Come on, man. GP2 is amazing. He's the Flash and Steph Curry's gravity. That's like Steph Curry's pit bull. GP2 sets the pick. Flash to GP2. He like Flash after he catch that bitch. That nigga GP2, he's good, bro.
He's a fucking good player, man.
He's a superstar role player. Do you believe it's role player superstars? He is superstar role player.
If the playoffs were to start today, that's kind of what we're looking at right now.
Hey, Laker fans, y'all see we coming for y'all ass, right?
So you don't think the Lakers are going to lose a couple of games here coming up?
Oh, they gonna lose.
So Who did they play tonight? They play the Bucks. Bucks have lost 4 in a row, so you know the Bucks are going to play desperate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they
Giannis
play
about to
Giannis,
come
right?
out.
So do the Lakers have any big in there tonight? Who's going to be at center? Vando?
Giannis about to eat up y'all niggas tonight.
Oh my god!
This is why LeBron ain't playing. He trying to duck smoke from Giannis, the real big dog nigga. Yeah, that's why LeBron ain't playing. He's scared as fuck of Giannis. He's scared of that nigga.
You took the over
Giannis.
on Giannis's points.
LeBron said, "Nah, I can't play. Giannis is about to come destroy me."
Hey,
Wait, would this mean that? Does this mean that we would verse Memphis in the second round? Is that the same as 2022? We verse Denver in the first round, Memphis in the second round. Is that the way that's lined up right now? And then Boston in the finals.
Nah, I don't want to see Boston in the finals. I hope they lose to like the Knicks or the Cavs, and I hope we get to see the Cavs or the Knicks in the finals.
Bucks are ass. We agree, but you guys are also ass.
so y'all think who's playing for the Lakers tonight? Because that's going to mean something for us too.
Same
You know what I'm
team
saying?
that they lost to the fucking.
we're gonna finish on top of the Lakers, man. You know
Bro,
that.
Giannis is about to come out the cut tonight. Laker fans, y'all ain't ducking no smoke tonight. Giannis is healthy and he's coming for ass. So bring y'all ass from behind that door right now. Y'all don't
Pause
get to
the
play
fuck.
no
I'm pausing
more
that
whack
right now.
ass teams, bro.
Yo.
When Giannis hit that court, you niggas is done, bro. When Giannis touched that floor, just know them niggas is over with. So y'all ain't ducking shit tonight, niggas. So get ready for y'all ass whooping. Cause y'all 1.3 net rating team, but y'all seem to be the 4th seed in the West. Seem to be the 4th seed, but y'all trash ass team. Y'all got a trasher net rating than the Sacramento Kings, and y'all barely better than the Dallas Mavericks. But y'all seem to be the 4th seed. So we gonna see when them big dogs come out on y'all ass and see what y'all about. Cause y'all keep hyping up that Denver Nuggets win like that was just y'all Super Bowl, but them niggas Denver is ass. They Denver is not as they was 2 years ago. So just know y'all about to play some real big dogs,
This
and
guy said he's gonna bring the
your
ass
king is
out.
ducking. So what you think he gonna do when he sees Steph and Jimmy about to pull up to the crypto? You
Big
think he
dogs
gonna
up.
come out with that confidence? Hell nah. That nigga gonna know what it is. He gonna know it's smoke. LeBron pick on weak teams, got all the super teams, play with all the all-star players, and just beat up on all the weak niggas. But when a real team showed up, he got his ass whooped in 4 games. For 5 games. Bro is ass as fuck. And he's overrated. So when Jimmy pull up on that nigga, he gonna be ducking smoke. Cause it's not Andrew Wiggins, nigga. This is Jimmy fucking Buckets, nigga.
Just don't pull his ass out, man. Leave it in.
And no disrespect to Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is a great player. But we
Hey,
coming for that ass, nigga.
Slimy, did you see this report? Butler reported like
why they call you Slimy?
You said what?
I said, why they call you Slimy, man? I'm just trying to figure it out. You said some crazy
Cause
shit.
I'm a slimy ass nigga, my nigga. But I'm not dirty, I'm fresh as fuck, nigga.
Shout out to you, bro.
Cause I'm hot, nigga. That's why I call myself Slimy Hot Boy, nigga. I'm a hot head.
hold on. So hold on one second. So Butler reportedly felt like Miami didn't value him enough, per Mark Spears. Butler wanted to be traded because he felt like the Heat were moving in a direction without him in mind, and he wanted to be more valued. Sources said the 4-time NBA champion ended up asking for a trade from the Heat in his 7th season with the franchise. That's how many seasons he had played with them already? Damn.
7?
Bro, these years just flew by, man. God damn. He played that many years? Shit. That's crazy. Somebody sent me this video. I think it was Pedrin that sent me this video this morning. It was interesting. I got like halfway through it.
Butler likes beefing his way out of a bad team situation. Bad for him, anyways. He's done it multiple times throughout his career. One particularly legendary target of his beefing? The entire Minnesota Timberwolves organization. Jimmy's foundation for beef began off-rip at the start of his NBA career. He was drafted by the Chicago Bulls in 2011 and joined head coach Tom Thibodeau on a quest to create a new era of Bulls basketball that was not synonymous with Michael Jordan. Jimmy being drafted to a team led by Thibodeau was like discovering peanut butter and jelly are a good combo. Both fierce competitors with a focus on defense first, they took Chicago to the postseason 4 years in a row together. But that success meant nothing to a Chicago front office known for alienating their coaches. Anyone who watched The Last Dance is familiar with their game. Despite Thibodeau being the perfect complement to their rising star, he was unceremoniously fired. The Bulls blamed a departure in culture, but really, it just felt like Thibodeau and the front office didn't get along. After that firing, the team hired Fred Hoiberg to the skipper position. Hoiberg and Thibodeau could not be more different in their coaching styles. Hoiberg was brought in to focus on building a better offense, while Thibodeau had been there to build and maintain a top defense. Hoiberg was also brought in to connect with players and build a winning program with a roster Thibodeau built up. Unfortunately for Hoiberg, this left Butler in a tough spot. He played well under Thibodeau, and suddenly he was thrust into a new system with a new coach that, well, didn't fit his learning style, let's call it. One of the first signs of Butler's misalignment with Hoiberg came after a loss to the New York Knicks in 2015. Butler was quoted as saying he believed they probably have to be coached a lot harder at times, adding that Fred is a laid-back guy and I respect him for that. But when guys aren't doing what they're supposed to do, you gotta get on guys, myself included. Another sign? Butler and another veteran left behind after Thibodeau's firing. You might know him, Dwayne Wade, called out the team after a loss to the Atlanta Hawks in 2017. Anyways, the beef with Chicago came to a head with a trade. Chicago wanted players to come in who fit Hoiberg's vision on offense, but they conceded the team's grit and identity by trading Jimmy away. Not exactly a beloved move at the time. Butler, who at that point was considered one of the best two-way players in the league, was given up on by the city he thought he'd play for forever. More importantly for our beef though, Butler's former coach, and now coach/president of basketball operations for the Wolves, Thibodeau, is who traded for him. So Butler went back to a coach he loves, and Thibodeau got his favorite player back, right? Well, Butler was also the veteran presence brought in to play alongside and teach Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. Cat, who was hailed as the quintessential modern NBA big entering the draft, and Wiggins, who was getting comparisons to greats like Tracy McGrady before his draft, looked to be Butler's next best chances at reaching the postseason. It just meant Butler would have to be a teacher. With the acquisition of Butler, and with two young stars to complement him, a beautiful redemption arc seemed to be in the works for the two former Bulls. Neither really accounted for the impact new characters in their respective arcs, Wiggins, Cat, and general manager Scott Layden, would have. See, at this point, Cat and Wiggins were extremely unproven. They were young guns and had a lot of potential, very high ceilings, etc., but they were struggling to get wins and hold leads pre-Butler. And neither had really shown the ability to really grab the bull by the horns. This was on full display during a November 2017 regular season game where, despite starting the game off strong against the 11-9 Washington Wizards, neither Cat or Wiggins seemed committed to getting stops. So, playing defense. You know, the very thing that makes Butler and Thibodeau tick. There were several moments in the fourth quarter of the loss that were just clear indicators of how young and inexperienced the Wolves duo of Cat and Wiggins were. A turnover by Cat that could have been prevented had he just been paying attention to the players around him. A double team from Cat and Wiggins that couldn't contain Otto Porter Jr. in the paint. And a late closeout from Cat, all compounded into a very bad vibes loss. Jimmy was brought in to inject a defensive identity and help teach the younger Wolves how to close games, something that very clearly didn't happen in that loss. And don't get me wrong, he did bring that sort of identity to Minnesota. They managed to get to the postseason for the first time since 2004, and that was largely due to Thibodeau's coaching and Butler's all-star caliber play. But games like the Wizards loss stuck with the team and with Butler. His comments after that game were proof of that. Butler implied to reporters after that game that he wanted his Wolves teammates to start accepting tough love if they wanted to succeed with him. But again, they made the postseason. Objectively, the Butler experiment was, at least at first, a success. The Wolves were eliminated in the first round by the Houston Rockets, but still, they clearly had a good foundation to work with. Then, it was time to re-sign Butler. Enter our third disruptive character to this beef, Layden. Butler reportedly did not like the number given by the Wolves. Minnesota offered him a 4-year, $100 million contract.
Y'all see a trend here? Y'all see a trend here, chat? There is a trend.
Contract extension, but he was looking for either more money on that 4-year deal or more years in Minnesota. In short, he felt lowballed and undervalued by the team and Layden. In addition to the math not mathing, Butler struggled with how differently his fresh-faced teammates were built. Another sign things were awry: Butler didn't even fly back with his teammates after being eliminated by the Rockets. He flew instead to Los Angeles for some R&R, and he did not go through end-of-season physicals. Butler was all but fed up with what he felt like were his teammates' nonchalant attitudes. That same report mentioned his fed-upness, also mentioned that Butler was leaning towards not signing the extension offered by Minnesota, regardless of them finding the space to pay him more. Andrew Wiggins' brother added some spice to the extension rumors, looking pretty excited about potentially not having Butler on the team anymore. Butler subbed him back because, of course he did. This is Jimmy Butler. He's not going to let you win a game of trying to be funny for clicks. That's his gambit.
Hallelujah. Keep that same energy. Let the church say amen.
So, at this point, we've got teammates not getting along, a contract extension not getting signed, and a new season imminent. And training camp is starting. And according to Taj Gibson, a previous teammate with Butler back in Chicago and teammate again in Minnesota, he was starting to get nervous about Butler even showing up to training camp, let alone participating. In October 2018, Woj reported on a very heated Wolves practice, saying Butler yelled at Minnesota's front office during a scrimmage and said, "You fucking need me. You can't win without me." Woj, by the way, was clearly very excited about this drama, a true reality television lover like myself. Jeff Teague, who was on the Wolves at the time and has become a premier source of all things NBA history, went into the most detail we've gotten yet on this incident on his podcast, Club 520. Teague paints the picture of a tension so thick in Minnesota's training facility, you could cut it with a knife.
So we were at practice one day. He comes 3 days after training camp started. We all think Jimmy about to practice, like Jimmy ain't practice.
Teague says that basically everyone on the team is trying hard in his practice, diving for loose balls, actually practicing. Meanwhile, Butler is just getting stretched out and massaged on the side. Until
Tibbs said, "We're going to scrimmage, Jimmy hop up." I'm playing.
Tibbs apparently named starters for this scrimmage, and includes Butler, which he shuts down immediately. He didn't want to play with the starters, according to Teague, but preferred playing with the third stringers, or as Teague called them.
He picked the bad news bears. No offense, but everybody in there, they wasn't going to make the team.
So, ball goes up, game starts, and of course, Jimmy having something to prove, he goes and defends Cat immediately. That leads to a quick steal, and the gym is going nuts.
They jumped the ball. We throw it to Cat first play. Jimmy steal it.
Butler is relentless on Cat in this very meaningless scrimmage, and he lets Layden and everyone else in the room know he's him.
Jimmy started talking to the gym, everybody in the gym. Y'all better mother effing pay me. I'm like that. I'm like, he is nuts.
It feels like, based on the way Teague is retelling
Yo.
this story, this game went on for hours. That's how intense it was. In reality, they only played till Butler's ragtag team scored 18 and allowed just 6 points to the starters.
Man, Jimmy going crazy. Y'all think that team can win without me? I'm him. Pay me. Pay me!
Butler won't stop chirping at the execs in the room throughout this entire thing. Teague says he and the other starters wanted to replay Butler, but when they went looking for him, he said Jimmy was long gone.
He like, I just beat them with the G Leaguers. This is your starters?
According to Teague, he ran right out of the gym very fast. Ran right to Rachel Nichols, it seems. Nichols' interview is, I think, the funniest part of this beef. You just demoralized, or at least tried to demoralize, your team in front of top brass because you want to get paid. The team caught a stray in the form of total dominance on the court and then had to relive said stray on national television the same day. Why are they in it? Anyway, back to the interview. Butler told Nichols that his passionate words to the front office and teammates came from a place of not having played basketball in so long due to injury, so of course he had to come in guns a-blazing. Butler doubled down on the scrimmage just being a passionate response to management telling him he had to practice, and having nothing to do with any players specifically, in another interview with JJ Redick, 1 month after being traded off the Wolves.
So now you done lit the match, but ain't nothing on fire yet. You just lit the match.
The Wolves canceled practice that was scheduled for the next day after the scrimmage, but the flames were fanned. The match Butler mentioned being lit in that practice was fully blazing. Finally, in November 2018, 1 year after the Wizards' loss that opened the floodgates for Butler's distaste for the team, and 1 month after the scrimmage, he was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers. Cat and Wiggins got to stay with their team, and Butler got to go and contend. And this beef sort of faded away. Minnesota, of course, retooled around Cat, choosing him over Butler and Wiggins, and adding a complimentary piece or two. Butler was able to contend with the Sixers, but even that ended in a beefy way. Daryl Morey decided to throw a bag at someone who, let's just say Butler had a pretty bad reaction to who got a bag from Philly, and he let them know how he felt about it after he beat them in the postseason the following year.
You see what I'm saying? There is a trend here, you know what I'm saying? And bro, so they paid Wiggs and Cat, and then they had $100 million offer for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they tried to pay guys over him, and he wasn't having that. You know what I'm saying? So there is a trend here.
Tobias Harris over me?
Butler then ended up with the Miami Heat, and he thrived with them. Miami, the so-called toughest, meanest, most conditioned, nastiest, and owner of ugliest court decal on earth team, went to the finals twice with him. Cat was complimentary of Butler's time in Minnesota, while Butler hasn't spoken about them at all since the Nichols interview. Seems like all is well for Butler. Oh man, is that Pat Riley's music? Just kidding. Seems like Butler literally cannot get enough of getting caught beef-handed by whatever team he's leading. That's just raw Jimmy. Thanks for watching. This is the first time you're hearing my voice on this channel, so allow me to introduce myself. My name is Candace Pedraza, and I'll be around for the next.
Yeah, that's only half of the story. There's more to it. There is more to it. There is more to it. But yeah, there is a trend here, bro. Like, once you don't pay these dudes, man. Once you don't pay these dudes, that's kind of what happens, you know? Once you don't pay these dudes, this tends to happen. So there we are. But we paid them, and all is fine. Now, the question is, what's going to happen with Kuminga? That's going to be the real question here. What's going to happen with Kuminga? That is the real question.
If you think about what the words have been coming out of Golden State, it's been about maximizing.
What up, Slammy?
Steph Curry's prime.
Mike Dunleavy is going to be in sync with Steve Kerr, Stephen Curry, and Draymond Green on whatever moves they make. He told me earlier this season that he keeps them in the loop, and as he says, he wants to maximize their championship window. And he told me we're going to be knocking on a lot of houses, seeing what we can buy.
Just pissed off. You're trying to figure it out. Everybody in the locker room is kind of searching a little bit, trying to understand what's going wrong. There's a lot wrong, but what are you going to do about it?
The only time we saw Steph Curry smile and play with joy was when he was in the Olympics.
Do you almost feel like that trade deadline coming up, you've got a certain amount of time to show management to keep things together, or they might have to make some major decisions?
I mean, we have a standard that's pretty evident that if things stay the same, you know, that's a definition of insanity, right?
What will fix it? What do you want to see happen to fix it?
What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball. And wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon.
He is now out. He's going to a Western Conference home, a hopeful contender. He's going to join Stephen Curry.
Then all of a sudden you get Jimmy Butler, and now he has that hope again. He has that belief again.
This is a first step that you can see, getting Jimmy Butler.
We have to sit here and see if that pairing is going to work. And I'm talking about Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, and that whole dynamic, that culture with the Warriors.
They have aspirations for a championship. They want Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy, to be a big part of it.
Very interesting though, this JK and Kerr dynamic, man, because like I think Kerr has waited for like this, him winning with Jimmy and playing the style of basketball he wants is a day that he couldn't wait to get to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think between him and JK, I think he low-key feels like JK has gotten the upper hand in terms of narrative somewhat, right? Because when JK first tried to call him out, right, it was after that Denver loss, right? And so it was like, look, we played well when I was on the floor, you lost without me. And then that's immediately after that, that's when JK got consistent playing time. And they go from a 500 team to finishing the year at 15 games over, right? And then coming back this year, it's kind of been the same thing to where JK didn't get the time he wanted at the beginning of the year, and then they finally kind of let him loose. They go back to 4 games over, and then they start losing again when he's out, right? And now that he has Jimmy, Kerr's now getting to prove, I guess, to JK and quote unquote, that we can win without you, and we can win playing my style of basketball, the style of basketball I want to play. And so it's very interesting. I that's what I kind of feel. I feel like Kerr has low key kind of felt that JK has had an upper hand in terms of being able to say, y'all need to play, y'all need me to win, in a sense. But Jimmy, the acquisition of Jimmy has allowed Kerr to, kind of regain control of the narrative and whatnot. But yeah.
All right. Where are you guys from? What school? All right. What grade? Second grade. All right. Warriors fans? Let's go.
One of our reporters was in second grade.
All right, who wants to start? I got a lot of hands raised back here, Monty. I think we should. Are we gonna, Raymond? Are we gonna field any questions from back there? No. Do those at the end. All right. At the end. All right. Sounds good. All right, Monty.
How
How did Jonathan look today?
He looked good. We scrimmaged a little bit, and he took part in the scrimmage. And I would say he's probable for tomorrow. We just, we'll wait until game time to make a decision, but he's trending towards playing for sure.
What's the operating plan for him tomorrow? Should he be cleared to play?
The operating plan is to win the game, whatever that takes. And I won't put him in the starting lineup. We'll keep starting the way we've been starting. We're on a roll.
So that answers that question. Starting lineup stays the same.
So he'll come off.
So when was he starting, bro? I feel like JK has been off of the
completely unnecessary, bro. He's been off the bench this whole time.
He's been on the bench,
bro. You know this is.
He's been on the bench the whole time, bro.
Bro, Bancy. And they'll say me and you were like JK stands and just dick riders. But look at the shit he's saying.
Bro, like that's what I'm saying, bro. This
What's he
nigga
doing?
unnecessary stuff, completely.
Hold on, hey Bancy.
Wholly unnecessary, bro.
Hold on. How many starts do you think he's had this year?
Bro, he started the first two games.
Maybe four. Maybe four.
And that was it.
He's had 10 starts exactly.
Bro.
Just crazy, bro. This man was coming off the bench before he got hurt, dog, and you went out of your way to say, "Oh,
the starting style was the same."
So, all right, hold on.
It's crazy, bro.
Good, man.
He started the first 3 games, right? And then he started the first 3 games. And then no starts after that, right? And then they lose to the Spurs, they lose to Brooklyn. Steph didn't play in that OKC game, so he starts that game. Then he goes back to the bench. They play against Denver. I think Draymond missed that game. And then he played that game. But most of these, right? Like most of these wins that I'm noticing, a lot of them were like when somebody was injured. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's had less than 10 starts. So when he got hurt, and he was, I think in the month of December, up until the point that he got hurt, he was averaging like 20. So he had 14 games, 5 of those were starts. You know what I'm saying? So I would be frustrated if I was him. Then you're watching Lindy Waters out there playing fucking 30 minutes a game. It's like, what the fuck are we doing, bro?
Come on, man.
That's what I said, bro.
Yeah, it's like, really?
It really feels like Kerr has felt beholden to JK's presence on the team, and he doesn't want to feel that way because of the style of play. And I fully understand the style of play thing. I fully agree. Playing Steph Curry basketball that's how you win. It's the best style of basketball. I fully agree with that. But the feeling beholden to JK, it irks him though. Like it really does irk him. And for the team's sake, I hope they put it behind him. I hope they're on the same page.
Yeah.
But just like slick talking to the media and stuff like this, bro, it really isn't hard to see through. For me, it feel like he's been talking slick for a minute. I get it with JK calling him out. If he still feels beat from that moment, it is what it is. But for the team's sake, man, I hope they put it behind him because it gets to a point where it's just like, bruh, nigga is your third best player at worst, bro. At worst, your third best player, bro, on the team, bro. Enough with the talking to the media, coaching him through the media. Enough with that, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like this, it's disrespectful, man. Like, just come on, bro.
Dog.
Hold on.
Disrespectful, bro.
Did y'all think he was going to start tonight?
No.
Of course not.
No, of course
Okay.
not.
All right. So I knew he wasn't going to start. So
Off the bench, and you never know how these games go. So whatever it takes to win, that's what we're going to do.
But Kurt, it's like saying, "Oh yeah, the sun's gonna come up today." Okay, we know the sun's gonna come up today, nigga. The sun comes up every day. Nigga. You put Jake on the bench. We know that. Like it's an unnecessary thing to say. It's like I'm gonna eat breakfast today. You announce to the media you're gonna eat breakfast. Cool, you're gonna eat breakfast. You eat breakfast every day. It's just when you say unnecessary things like that, it's just like, okay, bro. We know you're trying to like you're making a dig for whatever reason whatever reason you feel needed to make a dig. I don't know, but you're definitely making a dig, bro. We can see through it.
Yeah.
Just stop it, bro. It's unnecessary, dog.
In terms of minutes.
Nope.
I imagine that the ultimate goal will be to play Kuminga in lineups with Steph, with Draymond, with Jimmy. How do you view that combination and how viable it could be?
Something that we're for sure going to try, and we have to. I mean, it's obviously has potential to be a dynamic lineup at both ends, and but we also don't want to disrupt the rhythm that we're in right now and the groove we're in. Obviously, every game is crucial at this point in the season. So, it just has to be a process of getting a feel for each game. And, we'll get to that combination at some point, but I can't tell you right now when that'll be.
Quentin wasn't in the rotation last time JK was healthy. How do you see those two complementing each other?
Yeah, I looked that up yesterday. They literally have not played a single possession together. In theory, they should be pretty good together on offense, because you've got the spacing of QP, the slashing of JK. I imagine we'll find some lineups where those guys are together too.
What does Jonathan give you that you don't already have in terms of?
Well, he's the most explosive player on our roster, and so the ability to score, coming downhill, finish at the rim, get fouled, score in transition. And then defensively, his ability to switch, guard different positions. So I'm excited about all of that.
Any update on Brandon?
He did not practice with us today. We're just being extra cautious given that it's his back. And so he won't play tomorrow. But we're hoping, later in the week that he can play. All right.
Sorry, I'm just curious if you've seen or if you have a feel for how Jonathan Kuminga is feeling mentally, knowing that he's been out for a while and wanting to get back on the court. Have you had a chance to talk with him about it?
Yeah, we've spoken pretty frequently over the last couple of weeks, and he's excited about playing, but he understands the circumstances. This is actually probably the hardest time to return to a team when a team's rolling, because you don't want to disrupt anything, but he's obviously aware of that, and we've talked about just coming in and playing as hard as he can for short bursts, because if he does that, he's going to impact winning, and that's the whole point of this exercise.
How do you think Draymond's holding up? Obviously, you guys wanted to not put so much wear and tear on him by not playing at the 5 early this season. You moved to the 5. It's been going obviously well on the court, but how do you think he's holding up, and do you feel like he can keep it going?
Yeah, he's holding up really well, and I think Quentin's insertion into the rotation, whether he's starting like he has the last couple games or coming off the bench, that's helping because Draymond now is getting minutes at the 4. He's not playing all of his minutes at the 5, but he is playing more minutes at that spot than he was earlier in the year. I think it's much different for him mentally and physically if we're doing this the last 20, 25 games of the year and not all 82. I think he definitely is feeling really good. He's excited. He's motivated. He's confident. I think he's playing out of this world. I think if you ask the other 29 coaches in the league, they would all tell you he remains one of the very best defenders on earth. I mean, the stuff he does is incredible. He probably doesn't get the same recognition in that regard as he used to, but he's still at the top of his game defensively, and it shows.
We were talking to Jimmy the other night, and he was talking about how happy he is to be here, how much he enjoys his teammates. Are you seeing that too and feeling that too?
Talking about Jimmy? Yeah, you can see it. He's very happy here. He's very comfortable. We're obviously winning almost every night with him, and so it's been a great transition and a great fit for both sides. So I think the vibe that Steph Curry sets here really allows any player in any set of circumstances to come to the Warriors and thrive. I mean, it's just, and especially somebody like Jimmy, who's that talented, that good. Steph's a really easy guy to play with, but he's also, like I said, he just sets an amazing tone culture-wise.
You're only, I think, 2 wins away from passing Al Attles for the franchise record among coaches. How much does that mean to you, if at all?
It's sort of mind-boggling, to be honest with you. When I started coaching here 11 years ago, I never could have imagined that. It's more than anything, it's just a sign of our organizational strength and stability and the talent that has been on this roster for the last decade since I've been here. So it's humbling in a lot of ways. It's really not something I ever could have imagined.
Was there I'm sure there were several. Was there an interaction as you had with Al that just kind of stands out?
Yeah, my first year I coaching here, I had Al come in and address the team along with Tom Meshery, and I think Nate Thurman came in too. Yeah, so we had the 3 of them come in and address the team and talk about the history of the Warriors and the tradition, and he talked a lot about his childhood, in New Jersey and what the game has meant to him, and what the Warriors, had meant to him. And it was a great chance for our guys to connect with, the man whose name adorns our practice court, and so Mr. Warrior, there was a reason he was named nicknamed Mr. Warrior. He really epitomizes everything this franchise or epitomized, everything this franchise is about, and that's why his legacy, lives on after his passing.
We know that 26 points from Gary is an outlier, but what does he give this team? Not just the things you see, but the little things that help this team be successful.
He's a great player. I mean, he's one of our best ball movers. The ball automatically swings when he's out there. We talk about 0.5 basketball all the time. Gary's a 0.5 player. The ball swings. When he sets a screen, he dives. When he catches it, he either finishes or moves it. A lot of great stuff happens when Gary's on the floor.
0.5 basketball. 0.5 basketball, bro. We come on here and we tell you all the time, like, this is why this guy plays. Fuck the thing about them missing shots, but 0.5 basketball. Anybody, no matter who they are, that plays that style, that's who's gonna play. If you get the ball and the ball sticks in your hand, you ain't gonna play.
He's elite defensively on the ball. And then when he makes threes, I mean, it's just icing on the cake.
What do you attribute the fact that he's been more statistically, he's had better stats as of late? We know the impact in little things. But
I think his health, honestly. I mean, he's had a really good stretch of health the last month, and that's allowed him to find a rhythm. I think the trade, honestly, helped him like it helped Moses and BP. It just clarified who our top 9 guys were or so, and it carved out a more consistent role for him.
do you think the clarification on roles will help Jonathan? Because there will be nights where I have to take over for the second.
That remains to be seen because, we can't really predict anything, but we're in a really good groove right now. And obviously we want to incorporate him because of his ability and the things that he can provide that we don't have. But it always has to click, and that's the beauty of basketball. It's a 5-man game, and so we've got to help him fit into this current team, which is a completely different team than the one he left when he got injured.
Oh boy. There's a reason why I wanted to watch this interview, because I didn't see it, but I saw like a few references on Twitter about this, and you know, yeah, he's sending a message. He's definitely sending a message, right or wrong. He's sending a message. What do I need to stop? What am I doing? I'm being accused of something. What am I doing? What is the thing I'm doing? Creating drama? Jonathan Kuminga is averaging like 17 points a game, and he's had 10 starts. At one point, Lindy Waters had more starts than him. I mean,
What's the key with Moses?
the message that he's sending is that if you don't play this way, you ain't gonna play. That's what he's saying. Am I wrong here, chat? Or Ban C or DK? Am I wrong here?
No, bro. No, you're not, bro. You're not.
And the reason I'm saying this is because guess what? JK is in a contract year, right? I don't want any kind of fuckery. I don't want any kind of fuckery. That's what I'm saying. Because one, we need a skill set. Let's not pretend like we don't need a skill set, right? Like we have two wings on the fucking team, right? And I watched for like a couple of years, the entire fan base jump on Wings' head. You know how fucking hard it is to come by Wings? Oh, half of y'all weren't around in 2019 when we had no wings and it was fucking Steph out there guarding ball. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, so we need those guys. We need the wings on our team, bro.
But this is the thing, right? But for me, it's all about. I can first of all, let me say I completely agree with all your stance and the team stance on style of play. Like that's obvious. It's more than obvious at this point, right? My issue is it's just respect, bro. Like it's like with the Lakers with Bron when they traded AD and there was a gap with just Bron and Reeves, right? Reeves the second best player after Bron at that point. You bring in Luka, right? Reeves moves down to the third best player. There is no need to disrespect Reeves' contributions because he moves down the slide, right? And I understand there's a difference in situation and circumstance and things like that. But it's just like, bro, like it's just no need to disrespect a dude that whether by hook or by crook, whether you liked his style of play or didn't, he helped you win. Like he literally helped you win games more than every other player on the roster besides Steph and maybe Draymond, right? He helped you win more than any other player on the roster. So there's just no need to disrespect that. Like acknowledge that and say, bro, we need you to do this moving forward because we got a player that's significantly better than you, right? And he played the style of basketball we need to play to win, right? The conundrum that Kerr had is that there was nobody in that spot as a second best player behind Steph to not feel need to acquiesce to JK's style of play at the moment, right? The main problem is that JK is too young and too inexperienced to bring the level of IQ and feel that a player like Jimmy brings to the team, right? A player like Jimmy was supposed to be here years ago, right? We should have never had this JK issue. But because the front office, because one, Clay was terrible, two, CP was too old, and Wiggs wasn't, aggressive enough and whatnot, and didn't have the style to play or didn't have the IQ to, be a real number two, right? You had to acquiesce to JK's inexperience, rawness and whatnot, and his, style of play, which is just, bro, I'm gonna go get buckets, and that helped you win. In the meantime, it helped you win, just like you, and you have to acknowledge that. You just have to acknowledge that it helped you win games. It's not the level of Jimmy for sure, but it helped you win games. And there's no need to disrespect it by saying, "Oh, you need to." I need you to play like Guy Santos and Moses Booty. Them
Yeah,
niggas
like
didn't help
come
you.
on, bro.
Bro. Niggas didn't help you win before Jimmy got here, bro. There's no need to talk crazy like that, bro. There's no need
Motherfuckers
to
talk about Guy Santos, bro. Like, get
That's
the
what I'm
fuck
saying,
out
though.
of
It's
here.
just it's a disrespect to the way he talks about a dude, like he didn't help you win. We're good, irrespective of his flaws. Like he had flaws, we all see them. We all know we all know and want him to play Steph Curry basketball. We saw it before he got hurt, and we want him to pick that joint up when he gets back. Like we all want that. But just stop the disrespect, bro, because he helped you win games.
Motherfucker talked about Guy Santos, bro. The fuck out of here, man.
His defense. I think his length. He's able to use his length to still bother shots and disrupt dribbles and that sort of thing. I think his tenacity, especially now he's really settled into this role. With Wiggs gone, we're putting Moses on, the best perimeter player night in and night out, and he's really embraced it. And he's doing.
Shout out to Moses Moody. He's right. Moses Moody, if he, sure, I see a lot of people giving all the credit to Jimmy, but like the first couple of games, right? They were getting fried on POA, right? And Moody has been hooping, not just making shots and all of this stuff, but he has really clamped up top. You know what I'm saying? Like he had one of the biggest plays this year. Clamping somebody up. You know what I'm saying? And he clamped up, made a big play. We ended up winning that game. You know what I'm saying? And we ended up winning that game on defense. And Moses Moody was a big part of that. And I was down on Moses Moody, bro, but he's really, really elevated his play lately. So I'm got to give it up to him.
Doing a great job.
See, what do you think is how's Quentin doing in terms of his learning curve defensively? We see what he does on offense, but defensively, how far along is he from where he was?
Oh man, yeah, he's dramatically improved from training camp to now. You saw the other night, 3 blocks, I think. He's just in the right place at the right time. He's really smart and competitive, and the reason he dropped in the draft to 51 is that. Everyone is looking for really dynamic athletes. I think he's more of a hand-eye flow athlete than he is an explosive one. But the key there is if you've got that type of athlete, is he smart and competitive and tough, and he's all those things. And so that allows him to make the plays that he otherwise wouldn't be able to. So he's really learned a lot. He soaks up information. Draymond helps him all the time. It's fun to see his progress.
And how much attention do you pay to like tiebreakers and like with the Kings, for example, tomorrow? Do you have a chance to even? How much attention do you pay to those things going into the final month?
Oh, I look at all that stuff for sure. Yeah, I mean, we have a couple of them, I know, over Minnesota. I think over, do we have it over Memphis right now? Not Memphis. Not as of now. 1-1, what is it? What's the? Yeah, he doesn't know.
He's right, though.
We have it over Houston.
Houston and Minnesota, yeah.
We don't have it over Memphis, we're tied 1-1.
Okay.
When you play a team twice, it's 1-1, there's no advantage.
Yeah, you're a little sensitive over there, isn't it?
All right, let's go to, we got a question back here in the second row.
Do you think your players sometimes have the attention span of a second grader?
On their good days, they do, yeah. On the bad days, it's more like the attention span of a first grader. So, yes, okay, right there. I have very high hopes for tomorrow. We've been playing really well lately, and we need to win the game to keep on the rise. And our guys are motivated, so I think good stuff's going to happen. Let's see here. Yeah, and the green jacket.
Do you have a pet?
I do. I have a dog named Lulu. She's the best dog in the world. Do you? I love it. I love it. Okay. In the back. Yeah. With the dress on. Yeah.
Where does the name Warriors come from?
What a great question. The original franchise was the Philadelphia Warriors. Any idea why they picked Warriors as the nickname?
That was way back in 1946.
Yeah. A couple years.
What if one of these kids asked who Jim Park is? I would fucking roll over.
Oh man.
Hey,
You know who Jim Park is?
Steve Kerr would be like,
Nah,
man.
Steve would flip, dog.
I'm pretty sure he knows who Jim Park is, bro. He gots to.
No.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
You got to know who Jim is. Oh, shit.
Years before you were born. Great question. I don't know the answer. That was just the people who started the team. That was what they decided. Right next to you. Yep. Yep. I started playing basketball when I was about 5 years old. We had a hoop in our driveway. I grew up in Los Angeles. And I would, to get the ball to the hoop, I would shoot it underhand over my head. So I'd throw it backwards. And for whatever reason, I really loved basketball right away. So I just kept playing. Yes, in the back. Mm-hmm. Why does Steph Curry? Oh, yeah. Why does he? Because he wants you guys to learn and grow. And he knows how important reading is. 6'3". Right in front, yeah. Yes. How old am I? Really old. 59. I'm 59, yeah. All right. Is that right? All right, how about right here in the blue sweatshirt? Another good question. I won 3 championships with Michael Jordan. So I like to tell people that he won 3 championships with me. Okay. Yes, in the back.
How many records does Steph Curry have?
How many what? Records? That would be a question for Raymond Ritter, who is our media relations director. So his job is to know all this stuff. Unfortunately, he usually doesn't. Because
I have no idea. Tomorrow night actually needs 2 3-pointers for 4,000 for his career. That's about 900 more than any other player's made in the history of the game.
The answer to your question is Steph has dozens and dozens and dozens of records, maybe hundreds of records. Right next, yeah.
If you were a coach, what would you be?
Good question. I think I'd be a teacher. My parents were teachers, and so being a coach basically is being a teacher. So if I wasn't coaching basketball, I would be teaching kids like you.
So be thankful he's a coach.
That Raymond Ritter, I tell you. Yes, in the yellow shirt over there. The very first championship the Warriors ever won was at 19.
The very first year of the league, 1946-47.
Yeah, and we have how many championships total? 7.
Third most of any franchise in history after the Lakers and Celtics.
How many what? How many 3-pointers have the Warriors made? A lot.
These kids are ridiculous. Come on, man. There's Google. These damn kids. Shit. You know what? I do prefer the kids question instead of TK's choreographed questions from Lake Up. All right, let me just there's like a minute left. Hold on.
A lot. Okay, a couple more. Yes.
You have children?
I do. I have 3. Yeah, and I have one grandchild and another one on the way.
What are their names?
Yeah. Then why is it what? A bridge. Yeah, that's a great question. So, some teams have their nickname is they have whatever their logo is, whatever the nickname is. For us, we just decided that our logo, we wanted to represent the Bay Area, and the bridge represents where we're from. All right.
One more.
Yes. Yes, you.
How many games have you won?
This year? Me personally or the Warriors? The Warriors.
As a
How many
coach.
games have we won in our franchise?
About a week ago surpassed 3,000 for our entire existence. We're the 4th team in the history of the NBA to do that. So right now we're about 3,003.
He actually does know some stuff. Who knew? Hey, I want to say thank you to all of you guys for great questions. These are for sure the best questions we've had at any of these press conferences this year. But that's just, it's all relative to the quality of the people involved. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day, okay?
All right, Steve, you got it, man. Let me see what happens from here on out. So JK was off the bench and now he's back on the bench. All right, we fuck with it. 5 and it's over. Hear what this dude is saying.
What's going through your mind? How did you frame a decision of such magnitude like this?
So, tough decisions are never easy. And part of leadership is looking at risk and looking at all the factors of a decision and being willing to act at that time and look to the long term and not only think about the short term or how it may be received immediately, but to think about the long-term benefits and what it may allow you to achieve if given all the right considerations. And I think for us, going into the trade deadline last year, we were not competitive. If you recall, we were not a playoff-bound team. And we were able to do some things to reconstruct the roster and enable the team to become very competitive. And after the trade deadline last year, we actually had the best record in basketball, which was a big accomplishment. And we got to the championship games, and we didn't win. And so we had to decide, how do we get better? What can we do to improve our team? And so we looked at our trajectory during the season and realized that we did not get better. But the teams that we competed against, some of which we beat, did get better. And ultimately, when you look at the Eastern Conference, after we were to get through the Western Conference, if we're so fortunate, you would have to beat some very formidable teams, including one that we lost to, which actually got better. So this was a decision about the future. If you look at our roster today and who we have, we feel like we position ourselves to be incredibly competitive against the best teams in the NBA. And if you're a fan of basketball, I'll just throw that out there, you have Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, and either Daniel Gafford or Derek Lively as your starting 5. That's going to put fear into a lot of teams in the league if we can get going.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Right? And so the objective was, how do we create a roster for the future that allows us to be the most competitive team? I've said it all along. I don't know if you heard what I said when we actually bought the team from Mark, but we want to win championships. We want to be a winning franchise for the city of Dallas, and we want to be one of character, one of community involvement, and one where we sort of carry on the legacy of the Dallas Mavericks in the right way.
This is crazy, bro. Wow. Wow. So you give Los Angeles a 25-year-old. Shit is fucking silly, man. Absolutely silly. Absolutely fucking silly. That's a wild clip. That is a wild, absolutely wild, 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 wild clip. What is he thinking though? Like seriously, what is he actually thinking? That shit still don't make no sense to me. I mean, in any form whatsoever, makes no sense to me whatsoever. But let me hear what Draymond's take is about fit.
Draymond Green and my dog Baron Davis, BD. What's happening? That's actually what this is. This is Get At Me. This is where we will answer fans' questions. So make sure you shoot your questions. You might get an answer. I'll take the first one from Saeed, SYED 93460. How well would JK fit with Jimmy? I don't know. What I do know is Jimmy kind of know how to play with anybody, and JK has a lot of talent, and Jimmy will figure out how to use that talent to the advantage of this team, and we will figure that out. So I don't know how well they'll fit, but I do know at some point they will because they're going to figure it out and making it work. But Jake, we're looking forward to getting them back for sure. All right, from Solo Sequoia, SOLOSIKOA. All right, I heard Draymond mention the other day that Orlando was one of Steph's top 5 small market arenas to play in. What are or were your guys' top 5 smaller markets to play in? So you have to understand for us, like when we go to certain places, it ain't like if the Charlotte Hornets go to that place.
Let me ask you this. What what did you think about his JK's comments? Do you think that fell in line with what Steve said? Okay. Astute observation, because it did fall in line with what Steve said. And the reason I'm saying that is because the vets and Steve Kerr are locking arms with this JK thing. Pay close attention to that. EA, you're paying attention. Exactly. 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 You're paying attention. Yeah. His comments. There's a reason why I'm playing these clips like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm showing a pattern.
It's like where we go, Steph Curry show. It's sold out. It's loud. And so we were just discussing like smaller markets and like how, like where we had the most fun in the smaller markets. And one of them was like every time we play in Orlando, it's a good game. Yeah. The fans turn out. We always have fun there. Another one we discussed was Washington. Like when we go to Washington, it get loud. Fans be talking trash. It's just something about DC. And then also, you know, the years we had KD on, you going back to his hometown. Oh, yeah, for sure. Right, you know, so Washington has always been a fun one. Obviously, Memphis. Memphis, they crowd, they hate us. Yeah. Absolutely hate us. And so it's always fun to go play there. A smaller market team that, again, I'm not sure what Memphis attendance is, you know, the nightly, but I know when we go there, always sold out, always super loud, always rowdy. And so that was another one of the favorites. The last two were Indiana. Yeah. Indiana's always, we played it lit. And it was one more, Portland. Like we've had battles in Portland, obviously in the playoffs. You know, we have a lot of fun in that arena. We've spent a bunch of time there. And so those were kind of our top 5 arenas that we'd like to play in the smaller markets, you know, not the state, not the TV Guard, not Madison Square Garden, in the smaller markets, like those were our top 5. I played in smaller markets, so, you know, loved Indiana, loved Portland, going out west of Portland.
Milwaukee was always crazy rivalry. I don't know if Miami is a small market, but I consider Miami small. And then I would say Dallas. You know, Dallas was always jumping. But I played for New Orleans, Charlotte, Cleveland. Cleveland was rocking too. Cleveland is a great arena, a great place to play too.
Yeah. Cleveland is great for us as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just special though. You know what I'm saying? Like we won championships in there. So that kind of goes in a little different category for us. It's always lit for sure, but we got a different thing with Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like you play somebody 4 years in a row in the NBA Finals. They see us every year. We see them. We know we gonna see them. They know they're gonna see us. It's just a different thing there. So I don't really put them in that category, although they're a small market, because it's just a different level of like special in that arena.
Yeah, no, I get it. All right, March Madness is starting next week. How far do you have your Spartan Dogs going? I can tell you they're not going to make.
That JK question. It's a great question, by the way. Will Jonathan Kuminga fit? And I'm just telling you how it's going to be.
I think he'll fit in just fine, just because I think he's going to be running the second unit a lot with Jimmy when Steph's not on the floor.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how it's going to look on that second unit as well. You know, that's where I'm going to pay really, really close attention when Steph exits and Jimmy is out there and we got JK out there. That's where it's going to get interesting for me because, I mean, I think we're going to make the playoffs no problem, but you know, Moses Moody is playing really well. You know what I'm saying? So are you just going to upend guys? Like who's going to sit, who's not going to sit? You know, that's going to be the interesting thing here. And we got a contract thing. Like these contract situations, bro. I hate these contract situations. I really do. And that's why I kind of wanted to get it wrapped up. But, you know. That's all good, though. It is all good. So same starting lineup tonight, y'all. So we got Quinton Post, Moody, Jimmy Butler. That's who we got.
Playing poker. I got it, on a Peloton. An elite group of savants, card sharks, and people who bring their lunch to the office. Like.
So let me guess. The Lakers are going to be right in tier what now? You know? Let's see. Shocker. The Lakers are going to be right in there.
Greg fought and toiled and burned the midnight oil to deliver the best segment in all sports. It's an honor and a privilege. It's another edition of NBA Tiers. Thank you, as always, Kevin Wildes. Thank you to the committee for another late evening putting this together. However,
why is Cooper Flag in a wheelchair?
Looks like a broken leg, dog. Not
Did
good.
this just happen?
Yeah, apparently this just happened, dog, man.
Oh, is his ankle?
Ankle? Oh, fuck.
Oh, he rolled it? All right, okay. That's fine.
Might be. He might have the same thing Kuminga had, grade 3.
sadly, we had to have a whole bunch of eliminations. Oh no. There were a handful of teams that made last week's inaugural tiers of the season that we knew were not long for the tiers. We can show you them now because these teams have now all been newly eliminated. Sixers, Raptors, Nets. They have all been eliminated from the tiers. The Wizards, the Hornets, the Jazz, and the Pelicans were previously already eliminated. Now, bottom row, I'll just be honest. We're done paying attention to these teams. The Spurs, I wanted to. We would have, but obviously Wemby got hurt. The Blazers with Scoot were fun, but right. Chauncey is actually doing a good job with the Blazers as it happens. And the Magic are really the most disappointing of the group because last year it looked like they had built something a bit, and this year at the beginning I thought, and then it's weird. They're on-off with Paolo stuff. Yeah. It's odd. I don't love it. All right. The stars of July, Suns, Mavs. They're not that relevant for the next couple months. But, oh, man, come the offseason, these two teams are front of the marquee. Where's Kevin Durant going? Could Devin Booker be on the move? Are the Mavs going to then trade for one of those two people I just mentioned? Is Nico Harrison going to be there? If he's not, is the new person going to be like, sorry, we actually have to trade Anthony Davis too? Who knows? I do know those two teams, super interesting come July. Get the brooms ready. Clippers, Kings. One of these teams is going to be the 8th seed. And that team is then going to get absolutely, immediately, and summarily swept by Oklahoma City. One of them will make it, though. This is almost assuredly going to be your final play-in game in the West. These two teams playing each other. I'll be rooting for the folks with the beam. It's probably going to be the Clippers, and then Oklahoma City's going to get rid of them. Now, to teams that could win a round or more in the playoffs, and really the 10 or so teams in the league that have a real chance moving forward. LeBron was right, Tier. Here's what I mean. Can you...
Yeah.
Have a 3-minute conversation about any of these three teams if you cover the league? If you can, great job. They're all super interesting. If you can't, you're kind of what LeBron was talking about when he's like, how the league's covered these days. The Rockets with Wild's been covering the Rockets for 4 years.
The only one.
They almost got too good for him to care about anymore. Detroit, Cade Cunningham, J.B. Bickerstaff, that is not only a great story, but it also makes sense in NBA history. You know what usually happens? If you get the #1 pick of the draft and get it right and the guy's a star, your team becomes credible almost instantly. And the Pacers, it feels like the beginning of last year and now, if we just erased what happened at the end of last season and the beginning of this year, you see what Tyrese Halliburton could be. Yes. They're all interesting teams, all of whom could win a round. Can't totally dismiss here Grizzlies, Knicks, and Timberwolves. Now, I understand these teams have drastic... Grizzlies fans might be like, you're putting us on the same tier as the Timberwolves and our record's so much better. The point I'm making is this. Right now, none of these three teams are included in any make the finals conversation, but I am not ready to totally dismiss any of the three. The Knicks built a roster that they thought could win a championship. It has all its pieces. It hasn't lived up to the expectations as far as their ability to beat the good teams, but it has the talent. We know how good the Grizzlies could be with the big three of Ja, Triple J, and Desmond Bane, good supporting cast. And we saw Minnesota, albeit a different Minnesota, in the conference finals last year. I can't totally dismiss any of those three, even though it's very hard for me to see any of them winning 3 rounds. Now to your 7 best teams in the league. Nothing would shock. So this is an upgrade for me for the Warriors because the games have to matter. I've been quite adamant that even with the addition of Jimmy Butler, I thought they had a very hard round 2 ceiling. Because come round 2, they were going to have to either beat Oklahoma City, Denver, or the Lakers, assuming those are the 3 teams remaining. And I
pack them up in 5.
They've been so good since Jimmy got there, and Steph does seem reinvigorated to a degree that I can't just say they have the hard round 2 ceiling. I can't dismiss them, and the championship DNA of...
You know, all of the metrics, they've just been better than the Lakers right across the board.
Brother, they have a better defense than OKC in like the last 10 games, dude.
They're just putting the Lakers in there like the Lakers are somebody. You know what I'm saying? Shit's annoying. Now, what happens when the Lakers drop these games now? Because they will drop these games. Make no mistake about it.
Steph and Draymond and Kerr has to matter. And then there's the Bucks, who will be getting Bobby Portis back. I think his suspension, while unfortunate, it's also a huge basketball loss for them. Dame is playing far better this year than I thought he would after what we saw last year. But last year he said he was going through a lot, the divorce, moving, all of it. And Giannis is Giannis, so nothing would shock me. If healthy, ... If this Lakers team's healthy, I believe they're going to win the championship.
Win what championship? Against who? Against who? This Lakers team is cooked. They win no championship.
No LeBron for the next 4 weeks? Yeah, they're definitely cooked.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The Lakers win a couple of games, and it's like, they're going to win a championship. They have the best defense. Fuck out of here, bro. The minute they ran into a good team the other night, you seen the shit that happened? They got annihilated.
Life's a lot different when you don't have a coach on the floor.
Rolled his eyes through the back of his head, even though they, listen, 20-4 with the #1 defense over a third of the season has to matter. 2 all-time legendary playoff performers on the same team who were playing well together has to matter. What else?
Is this who we're praising? Is this who we're praising? So, no, the Warriors are a cute little team, but the Lakers? Nah.
You talking about the Lakers?
If they're healthy, they're going to win the championship.
Urkel, the Lakers? The
Yo.
Lakers?
What's going on, Lee?
Yo, I don't want it
Yo.
any other way.
No,
Yo,
I love
Lee, in my Allen Iverson voice, we're talking about the Lakers? I mean, the Lakers, bro.
Team to make it through 2 months of the playoffs fully healthy, and the Lakers are the only one that every team has 1 or 2 guys they can't lose to injury. The Lakers might have 5. Luka, LeBron, and Jackson Hayes, and Rui Hachimura, so it's a tough needle to thread. That's where I've got them. Championship DNA and talent. These are your last 2 champions. These are teams that have, for the Celtics, 7 super high-level players and 2 legit superstars, or Jaylen Brown's not yet in club superstar, but superstar adjacent.
You know, with these commentators and these talking heads on TV, none of them ever go out the way and make like a really quote unquote outlandish take. This is so obvious. And Boston lost last night. They have had some interesting losses this entire year that make you question if they
They
will
lost to
be
tanking Toronto.
right. That would make you think they're like the clear cut favorites. That's just a safe pick. And Denver just lost to. They keep losing to Minnesota. Like,
And they just got belt to ass by the Lakers. They got 20-piece by the Lakers a week and a half ago.
yep. Nick establishes these particular tiers. He says things with such absolutism, but never gets any kind of like pushback on his takes or like any blowback, I should say.
Nuggets have the best player in the league, a guy who plays his best come the postseason. Some think it's because that he's got a playoff mode. Some people think it's just by that time he's finally in game shape. And then also Michael Porter Jr., high-level talent, obviously Aaron Gordon. And then the top 2 teams in the league blame the Jazz and the Hawks for the lack of kind of respect. And by that I mean is this. We all saw an Atlanta Hawks team that was incredibly well put together, that had 5 All-Stars, win 60 games. No one really believed in them, and then they get swept by LeBron in the conference finals. We all saw the Jazz a few years ago win 50 games in a 72-game season, be the 1 seed, nobody really believed in them, and then they had a horrible second-round loss to a Clippers team without Kawhi.
So that Jazz team and that Cavaliers team, the Jazz team and this Cavaliers team, what do they have in common?
Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
Why? Their regular season accomplishments are unimpeachable, but the reason people have a hard time believing they're better than probably certainly the 2 teams beneath them, if not the 3 or 4 teams beneath them, is because it feels like we've kind of seen that story before. There's the latest tears brew.
Another thing I've noticed with Nick Wright, anything associated with Bron, even if it's true that the Warriors have a better team, he can never say on record that the Warriors or Steph is better than his team or him.
Yeah, ever.
Ever. He's never said that.
So what happens now, right? Because the Lakers play the Bucks tonight. Now, what if they lose that game tonight? What if the Lakers lose this game tonight?
They didn't have LeBron. That's what they're gonna say.
But they have Luka Doncic.
There's not enough help.
So we all know what they're gonna say. He's gonna come out, banging the table. The Lakers have a depleted
Goofy ass
roster.
up. You only
They're
speak when I
big.
say so. Shut
Blah
the
blah
fuck up.
blah.
Relax, Benjo.
Yo,
Let him.
Benjo, bro,
Go
calm
suck
the
on Drake's
fuck
ball sack, you
down.
little minion.
You fucking cook. Calm the fuck down, my brother.
What you look
All right?
at when you see Dre's ass?
Brother
Your
Benjo,
master
bro,
at?
you're so fat. It's actually funny talking to you, my brother. Like,
Your master at?
I honestly can't take you seriously, bro. I just can't. Like, I just can't take you. You're not a serious person.
Can't
You're
take
not.
you serious when you dick hop
You're
people.
you're not. You're
You
not
like to hit
serious,
dick
brother.
hop.
Who have I dick top? Like, what are you talking about right now, bro? But anyways, back
Go
to
ahead.
you,
Go ahead.
my
dig
brother.
in.
Back to you, my brother Urkel, right, bro?
No,
What I
Benjo,
think,
please.
what I think he's just gonna come out saying there's no LeBron, there's no Jackson Hayes, and it's just a depleted roster. But people fail to realize that when healthy, Luka Doncic is a top 5 player. So why can't a top 5 player lead the squad? Is gonna be the question. But we all know how he is. He's not gonna take any accountability. That's just really what it is. He's not gonna take any accountability.
So last night the Nuggets entered loss 24, right? The Lakers play on a back-to-back. So if they lose tonight, that's 24. If they lose tomorrow night, that's 25. And then they have Phoenix. That team ain't trying to win games at this point. The Spurs. Then they have Denver again, right? Denver, Milwaukee, Chicago. So they got a couple of games coming up here. You know what I'm saying? And who knows when Bron is going to come back, right? So, how many losses do you think the Lakers can get in these 5 games here? Milwaukee, Denver, Phoenix, San Antonio, Denver. The next 5 games, if they have 3 losses, so they get to 24, 25, 26, right? That's a great outcome for us. Then they can beat a couple of these teams. These are like Eastern Conference teams, but they're at Indiana though. Like Indiana always gets teams involved in track meets. When they were playing Orlando like a few months back, Orlando beat them. Franz Wagner was murdering them, but their team is different, right? Then they have Memphis and then Houston and then us, right? These 3 games right here is really, really going to tell you like what's going to happen with their season. Right? So
Don't worry about
who they can run into.
Can they fall into the play-in?
No, bro. Lakers not going to the play-in. Are you
Falling,
crazy?
Peter. You guys are falling. Little fat fuck.
If you guys lose today, you're in the
Falling,
play-in.
you fat fuck.
Benjo, I'm gonna post your room. I'm gonna post your room.
You fat fuck. They're falling.
Hey guys, you guys want me to play Benjo's playback where he was sad and begging Dre to unblock him from his room like a little bitch, but he calls everybody a traitor? I found your little playback. I have the recordings of you begging Dre, why'd you block me, man? Please unblock me. You fucking little
say
dumb
that, you idiot.
Yeah, I have the recordings.
I do not say that.
Don't come at me, Papa. I'm your
Fat
fucking
fuck.
daddy. Go mute up. Mute up.
What?
Mute up.
What?
Matt.
You already heard that shit, you fat fuck. You're late.
Yeah, I'll play it again. Shut the fuck up, you little fucking ball licker. That's
Hey,
what you
Matt.
are. You're a little ball licker.
Matt, do you want to save that from playback.tv?
We're here for a conversation.
Guys, in my room, the first 1 hour, we're gonna be doing a breakdown of how disgusting Benjo's room is. We're gonna do a breakdown of how he looks like a fucking catfish with his giant fat lips. And
Love it. You're giving me more clout. I love it. It turns out to Benjo clout.
Shut the fuck up. We're also
Hey, you're using me as clout. I love it. You're using me as clout, you little bitch.
Benjo's room, Papa. We're gonna put Benjo's room in there. Of you begging Dre, why'd you
Using
block
me as
me?
clout, you little
Dre,
bitch.
unblock me. What the hell?
I gotta use Benja because I'm
Fuck out
boring
of here,
and
bitch.
fat as fuck. Nobody wants to listen to
Exactly,
me.
dodge it.
I
Gotta
gotta
say
use
it,
him
dodge
as
it.
clout because I'm
I'm
fat
not
as
DK,
fuck.
Papa. I'm not
Because
DK,
I'm
Papa. I'll put you
boring.
in now for real. Now I'm gonna play the video all morning. Now you fucking
You gotta use me as clout.
No, Papa. I'm gonna use you as a charity
You're
case.
boring as fuck, and the Lakers are losing. You gotta use me. The Lakers are losing, so you're using me as clout. Aww.
Dre, unblock me, please. Block me, Dre.
You're using Benny. Can I make fun of you?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I'm using me as a distractor and focus on the Lakers. How they're getting cooked
You're my
by the
alpha.
Nets.
Go get me a coffee. Go get me a
Bitch.
coffee, little shit.
Man,
Go get me a fucking coffee. Extra sugar, bitch.
Eric, you cracked me up. You said, "Do you want to save this until?" It's running it like Jerry.
Yes,
Go use it as promotion, you little fat fuck.
No, I'm using.
Yeah, use that for promotion, fat fuck.
Look at your profile picture. You love me.
Do I have a script for this? Does it look like? Does this look scripted?
Brother, you're a fucking goof kid, man. You're just
Oh my god,
goof man, bro.
Oh shit.
Hey, Eric, look at Brandon Cat's message.
Cash has disappeared.
No, the
That
one
is
before
true.
that. The one before
Matt is
that.
on edge because Fat Luca is getting exposed in LA.
It's all good, Cash.
Oh shit. Say it ain't so, man. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, man. It'll be fine, Matt.
Everything's gonna be okay. You can use me as a distraction, you little bitch.
Benjo, stop talking. You talk too much, man. You're a fucking waste man, bro.
Little bitch, man.
You're a goof kid, bro. No, like Benjo, nobody on this stage takes you seriously, my brother. Like you're just a fucking idiot, bro.
That's
Toronto
right,
accent is so corny. Bro, bro, what do you mean Toronto act, bro? Hear this, bro.
Aren't you from Toronto?
Bro, yes, I grew up. I don't stay in Toronto though, bro, anymore. I grew up there though.
Yeah.
And you profile picture, guys. Let me know how it looks.
Bro, Benjo, you're so. Oh my gosh, bro, you're a fucking.
You profile picture. Let's get
oh
it.
my goodness, this guy's fucking
Matt's
ugly,
mad. You little mad. It's okay. That's not gonna stop you from the Lakers being ass, and they suck ass.
DK and Banty are the two biggest Kaminga. Bro, Brandon, bro, like my brother. Am I not supposed to be a fan of my player on the team, bro? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Talking about dick riding. Like, what? The fuck up, man. Motherfuckers talking about JK stands. I'm not a fucking JK stand, but the disrespect needs to stop.
Yo, guys, can you guys make a short clip of Slimy crying saying "fuck Curry"?
Hey Matt. Steph Curry is 8 behind Anthony Edwards. You know how?
I don't know how he's not number one.
Bro, he's about to pass him.
He's the fakest shit ever, bro.
He's about to pass him right now.
You may pass him
That
tonight.
Malik Beasley shit's the
He might
fakest
pass him
shit.
tonight is right.
Dude,
He might pass him tonight.
Malik Beasley's absolutely disgusting at one.
Wow.
The fuck's wrong with their league, bro? What do they got him playing 40 minutes a game?
Yeah, he's getting the shots up, man. Beasley can shoot. Remember when the Lakers had him, Matt?
But he's not one of those shooters where he shoots good.
Shut your fat ass up.
He's not one of those shooters where he won't do that every season. He'll have one good season, one off season, one good season. Like, he's not consistent throughout his career.
Yeah, so Steph is at what now? 4.5?
11
4.5 is a down season. Honestly. 4.5. Yeah. So 22, he had 4.5. 25, he has 4.5. You know what that means, Matt?
What?
We're about to win the title.
Yep.
Oh my God.
We're about to win the title.
Here we go.
Haters, you little fat fuck. Indicator of your belly, you're fat as fuck.
Look at your face, you fucking cat. You look like a catfish. You literally like a catfish. You look like you're ready to suck dick in my profile. You look like you just got lip injections to suck off Dre. Is that why you got lip injections to suck him off? Dre, look at my lips. I got them just for you. Shut the fuck up. Exactly. Stay muted, bitch.
You mad? All the distraction for
Where'd
your
you get your
Lakers
lip
being
injections?
ass.
Where'd you get your
Is
lip
this all the
injections?
distraction for the
Where'd you
Lakers
get
being
your
ass?
lip injections, bro?
I can't wait till the fucking lose today again, you little bitch.
Go like that with your lips. Go like that with your lips. Go like that with your lips. Suck them up. Look at those lips, little catfish. Do that with your lips, Banjo. So let's out your lips.
Save that for later, you little bitch.
Where'd you get your lips injections? Come here, little catfish. Come here. Come on, come on, boy.
Okay, man. You're gonna be okay.
Come on, little catfish. Fucking little ugly fuck.
I'm laughing at this staircase, and people just looking at me like, "Why are you laughing?" Oh man.
Stay tuned. There's more of that a SpaceGang Lakers. That was a promotion. We'll save that for later. Is that what you want, man?
Put your camera on.
Is that what you want? We'll save that for later.
Oh
Bro,
my
what type
god.
of list is that? Odds the next player is going to
This is
confront
insane,
them?
man.
Dude.
Insane stuff. Insane stuff, man. Absolutely insane. They got odds on this now. The next players to confront Stephen A. Plus 300 for Draymond. You don't want to make an enemy out of me. Me out of me. Oh shit. Yo, Matt, you think y'all win tonight?
Yes.
Why?
The same reason why you think you're winning the title. We're both delusional.
You're funny.
What the fuck's wrong with this guy, man? Take your meds. You got fucking TJ laughing at you playing with his fucking Hot Wheels.
No, I'm laughing at you, dog.
Fuck.
What's going on?
Is that your 3D printer?
Bro, this shit is diabolical.
Benjo, let me see the 3D printer, bro. Let me see.
Show us the 3D printer, Benjo.
He's making himself a butt plug, chat.
I'm making a mold on my dick so I can fuck your mom when she's gone. And I fuck other girls, you little bitch.
And I fuck other girls, little bitch.
Show us the 3D printer, Benjo.
Show us, Benjo. He's good. He's vacuuming the room first. He's like, fuck, there's still Cheeto dust all over the floor.
Nah, bro, he's a mad genius, man. That's all it is.
I know is I'm making money while I'm making fun of you too, you little bitch, you fat fuck.
Bro, it sounds like you're working at an Office Depot. Put the camera on.
Go lose 1 pound, you fat fuck.
Yo, Urkel, you have me spotlighted thinking that it's Benjo because my profile picture.
Oh.
He has me and I have him.
Hey, Benjo, show us your room. You want to show us?
I'm about to hit the gym.
Oh, you
fat
wanna
fucks.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Who do you
I mean,
think lifts more, you or Benjo?
Me or Benjo? Me, bro.
I promise you, Benjo lifts more than you.
No, he doesn't. I swear he doesn't.
I promise you, Benjo lifts more than you. Hey, Benjo, what do you bench?
225.
I bench a little more than that. I bench my weight.
225?
Yes, I bench my weight.
Hey, Benjo, how many times you getting that up?
Just reps.
How many times, though?
Like 15.
15?
That's such bullshit.
This motherfucker should be in the NFL, man.
I'll fucking smack your ass, you little fat fuck.
I could,
I could,
with me not being sore at all and fresh, I could only do 240 like 4 to 6 times. Max.
Also, you're fat as fuck, bro.
Max. That's like my
You
max.
just lay that shit on your belly and you think you're doing reps.
A few months ago, before my shoulder injury, I was probably getting it up to I think the highest I got to was like 18.
I don't like benching though. I don't bench anymore. It fucks up my elbows.
Yeah, my my wrists and my shoulders are fucked up. But yeah, that's where I was getting it to.
Show us your jelly roll.
Host a weightlifting contest.
You guys know that what they used to sell, the shake weights, where you used to shake. That's what Benjo does.
Shake weight, bro. The shake weight era was hilarious.
Do you remember that shit? That shit was crazy.
Yeah. That looked fucking crazy, bro. A shake weight contest.
Would you spin the block on an ex?
Absolutely not. Ben and I were literally broken up. It was like the thing on Stanford's campus. Like, oh my God. I'm like, go do your homework. Go do your homework. Nerds. You can call them that because you're also a nerd.
I am a nerd. Spinning the block on an ex may be beneficial.
It was. I mean, Ben knows this. Like, I did not think we would get back together at one point. I can share this because I can truly say with confidence he's the love of my life. We figured it out, and thank God, because...
I love that for you.
Thank you.
I don't see myself spinning the block on an ex. Not in a negative way.
No, yeah.
When I look back at, the couple of, guys that I have dated, they were a direct reflection of who I was in that season. So obviously when it doesn't work out, there was a level of body work that had to be done in order for me to heal from that relationship. A direct result of that, the woman I end up becoming no longer attracts you. So that's why I don't think for me I would.
Anytime I've ever spun the block with an ex, which I did like with boyfriends before I got married, obviously, never worked out. But you learn. Life's about learning.
She wouldn't spin the block on Jaylen Brown. He got $300 million.
Urkel, look at the chat. Urkel, look at the chat. This is the guy you hate on.
Who do I hate on?
I just sent it. Hold on, let me see.
Is this a shake weight? Chat, how many of y'all own the shake weight? It looks like it's a good arm. DK, stop lying. You don't own no shake weight, bro.
Benjo, this is what you do at the gym? Urkel, this is the guy you hate on in the chat?
Oh, he's a clown. He's a clown. I have better physical tools than Steph Curry.
Hit me, bro. Let me after the game today.
Get this bullshit off of my screen, and let's go to the original.
Who the fuck is Brandon? Hey, Brandon, look, it's you. Everybody put shout out Brandon. Woo. Guys need some new material. Brandon. Brandon featuring Leg Show. Yo.
Your wizard, your razor, hit me with the major, but damage, my clan understand it be flavor, gunning, humming, coming at ya. First I'm gonna get you once I got ya, You can never capture
Okay.
man stature, for rhyming, for rapture. Got niggas on and I master my style. Never, I put the fucking buck in the wild kid of terror. Razor sharp as ever, the head from the shoulders and better than my competitor. You mean competitor or whatever? Let's get together. Shame on a nigga who tried to run game on a nigga. Fuck, why watch? Blah, react so thick, I'm fat. Yo, Ray came blowing and blew off your headphones black. Rap from Yo Cali to Texas, smoother than a Lexus. Now's my turn to wreck this. Brothers approaching half step, but ain't heard half it yet. And I bet you're not a fucking bet. So when you see me on the reel, forming like Voltron, remember I got deep like a Navy SEAL. On a nigga who tried to run game on a nigga who's buck wild with the trigger. Shame.
So it's got like we're his daddy. So when the kids have a trust fund and they're getting $30 billion a month, they're gonna say nice things about that. I don't have Russell in my all-time, but quickly to Urkel Booty, I have Steph at the bottom of the
Urkel Booty.
Urkel Booty. Urkel Big Booty. Urkel Big Booty. Urkel Big Booty. Urkel Big Booty.
Yo, Brandon, you're
Big
so
Booty.
small.
Urkel Big Booty. Urkel Big Booty. Urkel Big Booty. Urkel Big Booty. Urkel Big Booty.
Bro, this shit cracks me up every time, bro. Oh my god, it gets me every time, dog. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh,
Jermaine isn't allowed to speak when he's on the panel.
that kills me. That absolutely kills me, Matt. Hey, Matt, what
Yeah,
if
we
y'all
have the
lose
whole-
tonight? And
we
then
have
y'all
the whole-
lose tomorrow?
We have the Holy Trinity on stage right now. We're gonna win today. If you lose today, you know you're in the play-in, right?
Bro, if Kuminga wasn't playing tonight, I would probably be looking forward to y'all losing.
I swear to you, know what's
Like-
crazier? Y'all gonna look a little. I'm not saying you're gonna lose, but like, there's obviously gonna be growing pains, including Jonathan Kuminga in the offense now. You know that, right?
Nah, we'll be fine.
That's how it. All right, bro.
CJ, what up?
Urkel, today's a bigger game for you. If you lose today, you're back in the play-in.
No, we're not. We ain't
Yes,
losing.
you are. You
We're
would
not
be
losing.
37 and 29. The Minnesota
Matt.
would be above you.
Lose
Matt.
today, you're 0-3 from the past few games, you dumb bitch.
Matt, what you don't realize,
Minnesota has more wins than you. You would have the same losses, and they would have more wins.
Luka is going to have the game of his life tonight, bro.
Wait,
He's going to
the
have the game of his life.
The bigger story is if we lose, we're still in the playoffs. If you lose, you're in the play-in.
We'll be fine. We'll be
All
fine.
right. You know that, right? Though, if you lose, you're a 7th seed today, right?
Yeah, but we're not losing tonight, so we'll be fine.
All right, but you have a bigger game than us, and
Is this
you're playing a very hungry team who's trying to get out of the play-in. So it's a bigger game for
Listen
you.
to you trying to frame it, bro. Like,
Oh,
listen to you.
where's the game at? Is it in
Deflection, deflection, deflection.
Hold on.
Is it in Sacramento?
No, it's not. It's not because what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. So wait. You have Sac, New York, Denver, Milwaukee, and your kryptonite Toronto? I love it.
7 games we got.
You got
Where at, Urkel? At home.
Oh.
They're at
No.
home.
You get. Wait, are the Warriors at home today?
Yeah, they're at home.
All right, it's a very big. You're playing a hungry team. Don't get back in the play-in today.
Who's the hungry team? Sacramento?
Yeah, they're trying to get out of the play-in.
Okay,
At
so
least you get to play them without Sabonis,
are
and then you get to play New York without Jalen Brunson.
the Milwaukee Bucks hungry or no?
Yeah, Denver and Milwaukee is gonna be a 2 hard game stretch for you, but you're very fortunate that Sac is without Sabonis and New York's without Jalen Brunson.
I don't think you realize what's on the way. I'm gonna be honest with
I
you.
don't realize what's on the way with you. You act like you're gonna win every game.
Bruce, what up?
Oh my god.
Man, I'm in the cut, man. I'm chilling, man. Matt, why you singing dudes' names, G?
What did I say?
Why you singing dudes' names, man?
How did I sing a dude's name? The Lucas song?
How did you just say Bruce?
Brucey.
Yeah, why would you ever do that?
What's wrong with that, bro?
You're a wild individual, man.
I don't think you understand how tough the schedule is. You see, once you lost to Boston and then you lose to the Nets, tonight is going to be a lot of pressure.
There's more pressure for you because you could be in the play-in, brother.
More pressure for us? Nah, the pressure
Yes,
is on y'all.
if you lose, you're a play-in team. If we lose, we're not. We're still 17 games over 500. There's a team who's literally right behind you. And if you lose,
God, it's fine.
Matt, the Lakers getting ready to lose 5 in a row, gang.
and if we lose today, if we win today, what are you gonna say?
No, it's not an if, my G. Like I'm trying to tell you, like I said this in playback a week ago.
We're back in
Lakers,
we're back in the third seed, by the way, if we win today.
Matt, if Friday night
you're not winning today. You're not winning today because Milwaukee they lost last night, so you're not winning today, G.
So we lost last game too. Watch, Baba.
I'm telling you,
watch.
you're
Focus on
you're
your own
losing
game.
tonight.
Focus on your own game, because if you lose today, you're in the play-in, you little
The
play-in.
Warriors are not losing. Sacramento is
Play-in, boy.
All right. Who the Warriors play tonight, Matt?
Huh? The Kings.
All right, the Kings are selling. So what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you know who's on the roster? Keon Ellis. They have a chance.
Okay. No problem.
You're lucky they're without Sabonis, though, their best player.
No, Matt, was LeBron lucky that Bam Adebayo missed 2 games in the 2020 finals in the bubble?
Were you lucky in 2015?
No, I'm asking a question.
Were you lucky in 2015?
You can't. A question
You can
can't
play
answer
that
a
game.
question. A question
I'm answering
cannot
it with
answer
a question. Were you lucky
No, I
in
will answer it.
2015?
I will answer it once you answer my question.
Okay, the answer is not as lucky as you were in 2015.
Okay.
Hey, Matt. I never really put this correlation together, but what were the biggest shots of LeBron
What the
James?
fuck is on the screen, bro?
What were the biggest
Fuck you,
shots?
Steph.
What were the biggest shots of LeBron James's career? I never really put this connection together. Not all 3 of them, but
there's a 18-minute video of all his game winners.
no,
how
no,
about
no. But they're saying what were
Yeah,
the biggest?
dude, he has no big shot.
the dagger shot in Game 7 against the Spurs when he had 30.
I'm going to be honest with you, right? Without these 2 shots, LeBron has 1 ring.
Without Kyrie Irving blowing his knee.
Irk, who is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, Irk?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
All right, look, I get you. But for the sake of this exercise, who's the all-time leading scorer?
All right, LeBron James.
All right, isn't it funny? Or isn't it like there's some irony there that the guy who would finish his career as the all-time NBA scorer, right? After this has been a record for 40 plus years. You mean to tell me that it's his teammates being immortalized for scoring and not him to like kind of, epitomize his career as the all-time leading scorer? You mean to tell me it's Kyrie Irving, Ray Allen, Steph Curry in the Olympics, Anthony Davis in the 2020 finals and in the bubble? Come on, Irk. You got to be kidding me.
Bro, I never put this one together. I never put this one together before. Like without in 2014, I think Bron had like one ring, and if Ray Allen doesn't hit this shot, he leaves Miami with one ring. You know what I'm saying? One
Yeah, that's
ring he would have
nasty.
left Miami with, and that would have been a fucking colossal failure. You know what I'm saying? So 2 rings, what is it, 4 years or 5 years or however long he was there?
4 years.
That's cool. That's great, right? So then he leaves Miami, and then he loses in 15, rightfully so. And then you know the nonsense that happens here, and then Kyrie had to hit the shot, right? And then the one that would have really been a crazy thing would have been this one.
Doesn't have to rush. His money. 26 points for the 20-year-old. Does Curry have another banger with a dagger to finish it? Durant back to Curry. Dancing on Batum. Over the double team. Oh! It's a golden dagger!
Look at him. I'm so
I
happy.
can watch this all day, Urkel.
I'm so happy he didn't pass the ball.
If LeBron finished his career as the all-time assist leader, and you know how the nigga does the passive-aggressive thing where he's like, he's never been a score-first guy, even though 90% of his game is plowing through niggas like Jerome Bettis and scoring. Bruh, I would say, you know what? I believe that. I think, okay, assist fits him because he's a drive and kick guy, and, you know, that fits him. How do you finish all-time leading scorer? And every moment, it's Kyrie Irving with the shot. It's golden dagger from Steph Curry. It's Ray Allen with the bang. It just doesn't add up. Something is strange about that, bro.
This is dishonest, bro. Come on, man.
What are you talking about, dishonest? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Listen.
What are you talking about? What's dishonest?
All the moments,
what's dishonest about what I said?
Listen, with all the moments you just brought up, like it sounded like you're not more so a basketball fan. You're just like a LeBron hater. That's just like, what are we doing?
Okay. All right. So let's talk money now.
Come on.
Let's talk money, right?
Let's
talk money. Let's talk money. Let's hold a second. Hold a second, gang. Me and you are two different people, brothers. Me and you got two different backbones.
Yeah, this is not Drake's fucking playback, you little bitch. People are here are actually educated, you dumb fuck.
Me and you see the game differently, right? Now, let's talk basketball. Steph Curry has been labeled the greatest shooter of all time.
Which is correct.
Tell me a teammate of his in the moments when it mattered the most over the course of his career, right? Unless you want to point to Kevin Durant pulling up in front of LeBron's face, knocking down a 3 in the finals in 2 different years, in 2 different games. If you want to say, all right, and if you want to say that those shots are bigger than any shot Steph has ever attempted when it mattered most in his career, I'm looking at you as an idiot. Doesn't Steph Curry got the signature shot that everybody looks at? Hold on. Let me make my quick point, and I'm done, and then you can talk. Steph Curry in his first NBA Finals, when people were saying Dellavedova is the Steph Curry stopper, the Warriors were down 2-1. Steph Curry goes to work on him in Game 5, knocks down a 3 on the aisle after do-si-doing between the legs, and then looks at the camera, running off, kind of smirking at the camera with a mean mug. That's him leaving his print on the fabric of the game. Feel me? 2016, they didn't win. So, you know, if you want to look at OKC, that was a big shot. If you want to look, even if you look at Klay Thompson, 60 points, not touching the ball or dribbling the ball much, right? It's still not as iconic as any shot Steph Curry, whether it's Curry from half court, whether it's Curry from full court, whether it's Curry from the corner, Anthony Davis tackling him. No teammate can truly say they have left a bigger imprint shooting the ball than Steph Curry. No teammate. And if you want to argue Kevin Durant and those shots, I can say, okay, fine. Feel me? But everybody knew those series was wraps. Feel me? If you look at Kyrie Irving, that dagger, that series, they were down 3-1, and then the Cleveland Cavaliers got it bailed out, and they came back and they won that series. Feel me? The Miami Heat were down to the Spurs, and then they came back and then they won that series.
Why did they come back?
No, you're not listening to what I'm not saying he didn't will or give few points in the comeback. I'm saying in the shot that mattered the most, it wasn't him scoring.
That is true.
Yeah, but this is just like my my kind of like take on it, man. I just think, man, like I used to be like you, right? The whole LeBron hate because the dude would win too
No,
much. I
but
didn't
see,
like him.
but
But
see,
now
What?
but
Where'd you
but
get
see,
that
you
from?
can't.
it's wait one
But see,
second, bro. You've
you
been
no,
talking.
but
You've been
when you
talking. You've
use
been
a certain
talking, bro.
word, hold up,
Good,
gang. When
bro.
you use a
You've
certain,
been
I'm okay
talking,
with you
man. Just
talking,
like
right, DK?
relax, bro.
No, DK. What I'm
You've been
saying is,
talking, bro. What do you like?
DK.
Wait,
The
listen,
point,
listen,
the
bro. If you're gonna
I
talk,
don't have a
I'm
problem
gonna
with you,
let you talk, bro.
DK.
But
DK, I
I'm
don't
trying
have
to
a
speak.
problem with you talking. I don't have a problem with you talking, but when you start using words like hate, for me
This is
telling
literally
you,
what you're just spewing hate, bro. At this. Like this is just
okay,
clear hate.
all right, you got it, fam.
Different
Go
with
ahead,
hate
gang.
and facts, you dumb fuck.
This is just
Go,
Yeah, go
clear.
suck Jerry's ball sack, you little
Like
bitch.
this is like this is, bro. Listen, Brandon, bro.
Shut the fuck
You're
up, you
like
little
some
bitch.
goof kid, man. I'm not even gonna entertain you, bro.
All right, go ahead,
There's
DK.
some stats,
DK,
bro.
cook up facts. Cook up your facts,
But
DK. Cook up your
this is
facts.
no. This is the thing, right? This is the thing,
Or
right?
if there's
Because
facts, but
all right, bro. I'd like to, bro. Somebody like, come on, man. Like you're not a 12. You're like, are you 12, bro? Like, calm yourself.
What you LeBron fans don't understand?
I'm not a
When you
LeBron
point,
fan, bro. What do we do,
you are a
bro? I'm
LeBron
not.
fan. You are a
No, I'm
LeBron
not.
fan.
I
You
just
are a
you're a
LeBron
LeBron
fan.
fan.
listen.
Who are you a fan of? Who are you a
I
fan
just
of?
wait. I am a fan.
The
I am
fan
a
Who are
of
you
is
a
fan
fan
Master
of.
of?
Dre.
I'm
Who are you a fan of, DK?
Dre's my
bro,
master.
bro. What?
I'm a fan of
Okay.
Dre.
DK, who are you a fan of, gang?
Cause, bro.
Dre. He's my
Okay.
lover.
Hold up, chill, man. Chill. DK, who's your favorite team?
Tucks
I'm a
me in bed
Warriors fan.
every night in
I'm
playback.
not. I
All
can't
right.
talk with this. I can't talk with this guy, bro. Like,
Nah, just don't even look past that. Look past that. Okay, so
like
you're a
this
Warriors
is
fan.
like he's just a
Who's your
12-year-old.
favorite?
Like this is like
Who's
this
your
nigga's
favorite player? DK, who's your favorite player of all time?
my favorite player is Steph.
He's my favorite
All
player.
right.
He's the best at basketball.
So Steph Curry is your favorite player of all time. You are a
Yeah.
Warrior fan.
Yeah.
The arch nemesis, like like Marvel, DC, whether you like Batman, you can't talk
Listen,
about Batman. Hold on. You cannot talk about Batman, right? And then leave out Joker. You cannot talk about, Superman and leave out Kryptonite. You cannot. They go hand in hand. They coexist together, right? The point I'm saying is, I do agree. You should appreciate the game. If you're a student of the game, you can appreciate the game. But what
listen.
happens
I'm a
is, but
basketball
what people
fan
do,
first before I'm a
no.
Warriors fan. That's just
Listen,
what it is. I appreciate
basketball
great
fan
players. It's
first.
just very
Listen,
simple.
again,
It's
I am
just
a
very
basketball,
simple, bro.
bro,
Like
bro.
when you're
Listen to what I'm
bringing up.
saying.
Wait, listen, bro. You've
Listen
been
to what I'm saying, though,
talking, man.
gang. Yeah, but bro,
Oh
first
my
of all, you all right, go ahead, LeBron fan. Go
like
ahead. My fault.
listen, bro. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Call me
my
whatever,
fault.
right? My thing is right. You bring up the shots thing, right? The whole his play, like what, like with Jordan, right? Jordan had players, like all these great players had great teammates around them, and those great teammates hit shots.
What are you talking about?
Wait, because you kept on,
Paxson was a great
listen,
teammate.
no.
What? No, you got to be careful. I see what I'm.
You
This is the
brought,
point. I'm
bro,
trying to correct
like,
you on the. You're using words and
like
using.
you
Bro,
like to hear
stop
yourself
saying great.
speak.
Stop saying great. Stop
What do you
saying
mean?
great. Paxson was not great.
When
How do
did
you
I
know
bring
if
up
he's
Pat?
great?
Wait,
You
when did
never
I
even
bring?
fucking watch him, you dumb fuck.
You
Oh
just
my
said
gosh, bro. This is
Michael
You talk
Jordan.
out of your
You said
ass, but you never watch him
you said
play.
Michael Jordan and all these other dudes had great teammates. If you're talking about a person is great by just being, there for you, going to
Pippen
battle with
wasn't
you,
great.
then okay, I stand corrected. If you're saying great as in talent-wise, great, right? Because great means higher echelon, then what are you even talking about?
Is Pippen not a great player? I'm
Pippen,
confused.
you hear anybody saying Pippen is a top 10 player? Pippen was a great player.
Wait.
I'm saying, hold
Great
on.
only
DK, you
top
asked me a
10?
question. DK, you asked me a question. Was Pippen great? Yes. But what I'm saying is you have to be careful when you throw around words and you try to label everybody who has success being that they were the 8th, 9th, 10th man on the roster. It's unfair. And I'm telling you, you
You know
can't
how
do
young
it.
folks are hella dumb. They think they know everything, but they never watch Michael Jordan ever.
Look.
Like they're just
Okay,
talking
so
out of
there's
their ass. They're dumb.
There's a highlight where Michael Jordan passes the ball to Paxson. Paxson knocks down the buzzer beater. Is anybody looking at Paxson as an equal? No. or even close to an equal? No. So that's why I'm saying you can't say great. Kyrie Irving was damn near doing 35 to 40 points.
You just said
role
great
player.
applies to top 10 players. So does that mean Kyrie
No, I
Irving
never.
is a top 10
All right, I'm
player?
done talking. I'm done. You
That's
got
what you just
comprehension
said.
skills.
I'm using your
You
own
got
logic against
comprehension
you. You
skills,
just said
dog.
that.
You got you look. You can take the conversation left, right, up, north, whatever you
This
want
is
to
not
do.
about
At the
taking
end,
a
at
conversation
the
left.
end of
I
the
said
day,
all
at the
great
end of the
players
day,
had
dog.
great teammates. That's
Okay.
just a simple
Okay.
fact.
Who Steph Curry got on this team right now before Jimmy Butler came? That was great.
Why, brother? Why do you constantly just deflect and deflect? I'm using your point against you.
Are you
Said
a
that
Warrior
top.
fan or not? Are you a Warrior fan or
This
not?
has nothing. Wait, this has nothing.
Are you a Warrior fan
bro,
or
this
not?
has nothing.
Are
Wait,
you a
I'm a
Warrior
Warriors
fan?
fan, but I'm
DK,
not
are you a Warrior
delusional,
fan?
bro. I'm
Okay,
a Warriors fan, but I'm not
you know what
delusional,
a lot
man.
of a lot of you dudes do
your
who don't have
initial
a
point.
backbone.
Your
You know what a
initial
lot of
point.
you dudes do?
Oh my.
You know what a lot
Okay,
of you
bro.
dudes do? A lot of you dudes
Oh my
without
goodness.
a lot of you new school fans without a backbone. You do this objective
Without a
thing
back.
where
Bruce,
Okay, bro.
Bruce, you're just being a Curry sexual, bro. Let him be.
Okay, bro. Listen, this is not even
a lot of
the
you
point.
a lot of you new era fans, you don't have a
Oh,
backbone,
you watch
right?
basketball. You all gotta educate yourself before you even talk, bro.
You
You
wanna
all
be
talk out of your
liked.
ass like you watch Michael Jordan ever played. Like what the fuck?
You want to be
You're
liked
dumb
by
as fuck.
people, right?
Maybe
You
listen
want to
to
be
the
liked by
OGs before
people.
you say
So
something.
y'all
Wait, hold on.
believe
First off, what you're
Fucking dumb
not gonna
fuck.
do is just
Listen
criticize
to
my.
Dre,
Are
bro.
you
You
crazy?
listen to
What
Dre
saying?
too
Who
much.
are you talking to? Talking about you want to be liked by. What are you talking about right now, bro?
Again,
we're having
you
a
wanna be
basketball
object-
conversation. What
Not
the
having a
fuck are you talking
basketball
about?
conversation. How the fuck are you talking basketball
Bro,
if you haven't
Benjo, you're
even seen him
12.
play
Benjo,
ever, you
Benjo,
dumb
you're
fuck?
12, bro. Stop
Talk
talking.
about Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen.
Benjo,
You
you're
don't even
12.
fucking watch them. So how the
You're
fuck
12.
do you know?
My brother,
Dumb
you're
fuck.
12. Stop talking. You
DK, I'm gonna
can't
sum
talk.
it up like this. I'm
You
gonna sum
can't
it
talk,
up like this. It's one thing to be a student of the game, but trying to be objective so people can like you or feel like you're being a fair
Who
fan.
am I trying to be liked by? Random people on playback? Are you
objective.
serious?
Only people who scream that they're objective is screaming I'm objective is like screaming I'm humble. False humility, dog. What are you talking about?
No. I'm just a basketball fan. And I've
Oh,
learned
Jay
to
bitch.
appreciate
That's what
great
you are.
players.
Okay, so
you suck on his
so
dick.
let me ask you a
learned
question.
to-
Let me ask
wait,
you a
listen,
question.
I've
Let me
just
ask you a
learned to
question.
appreciate great
If you're a
players.
basketball fan,
And
if you're a
wait,
basketball
listen,
fan,
bro. Can
if
I
you're a
speak?
basketball fan, is it true or is it
Oh
not
my
true
goodness.
that
I'm
in the
not gonna answer these
Olympics,
questions, bro.
in the
Because you're
Olympics,
not
when
letting me
the
speak.
when
The conversation.
in the Olympics, in
You
the
like to
Olympics,
hear
when
you like to hear yourself speak. It's very
in the
obvious, bro.
Olympics, when USA needed a bucket down the stretch, is it true or not, student of the game, that there was one individual taking the biggest shot?
Yeah, I'm just not gonna talk to you, bro. You like to hear yourself speak. It's very obvious, bro. You're a very cocky individual. I don't like to deal with that. You can have a conversation with a wall. I'm good.
Come back here again, you little bitch. Go get educated.
Benjo,
Go
you're
do some
fucking
research.
12. My brother, Benjo,
Go get
you're
some
12.
facts from fucking Dre, your
My
master.
brother,
He'll probably
Benjo, you're
teach you
12.
something.
My brother,
I
you're
never
12.
seen.
Come
I
here
never
better.
seen.
This ain't chasing ass. This
I don't
Space
know what
Gang.
it is, Irk, but what I noticed about your platform, Irk, you have a whole lot of, LeBron. You have a whole lot of Steph Curry Warrior fans who just go to bat for LeBron, which is Steph Curry's biggest arch nemesis, right? They just defend him in the name of being objective.
Hey, that should be a sign. Yo, Bruce, that should be a sign.
This
You have
is
no
not
people.
who's going to bat
can't
for
understand
LeBron,
it.
man.
Yo,
You're just
Bruce,
blatantly
isn't that a
disrespecting
sign
a
that you
great
have
player.
more Warrior fans on your side pleading with LeBron? That's a sign, brother.
This is not. Wait. First off, nobody is even.
Hey,
pleading.
Matt,
It's
Matt,
just
Matt.
you're
First of all, I
going
could care less
to
about
the
anybody.
extent to just try and like diminish a guy. Like it's corny, man. Like the shit's
Man,
getting
you're getting
corny,
cooked
bro.
by a Warrior
It's
fan,
actually getting
Bruce.
corny, bro.
A
Like
Warrior
honestly,
fan.
it's come to the point where you're saying like, oh, it's Ray Allen say like, what are we doing here, man? Like you're not using context when you're talking about these like facts.
Get cooked by a Warrior fan,
No,
Bruce.
listen, and
Matt,
one thing about it
when you
also,
run 3
one thing
miles
about
with
it,
me outside, we can have a conversation.
you cannot like a player, but you don't. Let's not sit up here and just lie and just say like, oh, LeBron only has 2 great shots. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, we gotta stop. Like, come on, bro.
Hey, Irk.
Let's just
in the Olympics, when the game was getting tight and you feel me, everybody was worried about what was going to happen. Who was shooting the big shots down the stretch?
Steph was.
In the 22 NBA NBA Finals, was Draymond Green taking any shots down the stretch to help the Warriors win that finals?
Nah.
Was Kevin Looney taking any of those shots to help them win that finals?
Yeah, no.
Okay. When Klay Thompson came out in the interview and he did an interview, I forgot which podcast he was on. I want to say he was on Paul George's podcast, or I think he was on All the Smokes podcast. And he said he messed up because he was actually supposed to follow, as far as screen navigation, he was supposed to follow Kyrie in that play swap, right? And he didn't. He said he still haunts him. Now, again, all I'm asking is, in a shot that has been immortalized, you can say what you want. You can say people are not appreciating the game. I'm not saying
You're not.
LeBron didn't score.
You're clearly
Again, I'm not saying LeBron didn't score 35 straight points in a row. Not saying that happened at all. I'm not saying he wasn't contributing to the game. What I'm saying is, when you turn on your TV or you go on YouTube and you search highlight, 2016 highlight, they're going to show you the block, right? But it was that shot that cemented that game, right? It ain't no two ways around it. It was Steph Curry in the Olympics. How come nobody don't tell you what Anthony Edwards did in the Olympics that game if he played? How come nobody don't tell you what Kevin Durant did in that game? He played, right? And he was coming back from injury and was doing damn good.
So what's your point? What's
my
your
point is, in the biggest moments to be immortalized as a scorer, it was never LeBron. It was his
This
teammates.
is just complete, just babble. Just this is not true, bro. What are we doing here, man?
Hey, the film don't lie, dog. The film don't lie, dog.
Oh my goodness, what are we doing here, bro? This is
all right. So
this
show
is pure hate.
me a big high stakes game that LeBron was the guy in that moment for a game that mattered most, not a regular season game.
Pure hate.
I guarantee you.
Listen, you can literally go look at LeBron's playoffs.
What you gonna show me? LeBron versus DeRozan? What you gonna show me? LeBron versus Toronto?
What was Toronto not?
You gonna show me LeBron versus Victor Oladipo in the first round?
Wait. You can wait. Hold up, my G.
Huh?
Hold up, my G. You can
you
bring
gonna
up
show me LeBron in the in-season tournament versus Tyrese Halliburton?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. You can bring up. Wait. Hold up, bro. You can bring up LeBron versus us. You can bring up LeBron versus the Spurs.
Who is us? Who is us? By the way,
you can bring up.
Who is us?
LeBron.
Who is us?
Listen,
Who is
Bruce,
us?
bro. You can bring up. Okay, it's odd. Okay, you're just not an honest person, bro. I just can't. I can't have a conversation.
Bro,
you're just dishonest,
let me tell you this,
right?
dog.
It's it's obvious that you want to troll and you want to
keep it a buck with you, DK.
Get it off.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
You want to get it
keep
off.
It a buck with you. Anybody that say they're a Warrior fan and Steph is their favorite player and goes to great lengths to defend LeBron,
this is not going to great lengths. You're just lying, and I'm telling you that you're lying. So
what are you doing?
Going through. Listen, any basketball, any person, some random media person will tell you that what you're saying right now is just complete babble.
Okay,
this is just it's just that.
The same media people who told me Steph Curry was the first team All NBA, right? Or Steph Curry shouldn't be an All-Star member this year, right?
Who said that? What are you talking about?
You said media people, right? Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins said Steph Curry.
It's Kendrick Perkins.
You said media, right?
If Kendrick
now we're picking and choosing the media.
Speaks for all the media.
Again?
If Kendrick
so now you're moving to go. You say
bro, Jay,
media.
You can see that.
Media, you said media, and I mentioned one media person with credentials, and you moved the goalpost back.
How did I move the goalpost? I said you can go speak to
any, man. I'm done talking, man.
Any media person. It's plural.
It's babble, man.
Any media person. Anyone. It doesn't have to be Kendrick Perkins.
You waste. Duck goose, man. Duck goose, man.
Man's a fucking waste man, bro. Holy shit, bro.
Who's a waste man?
You're a waste man.
You know what's so funny? You know what's funny, right? You Canadian, right? You got Jamaican ties.
What does this have to do with anything?
You got Jamaican ties?
Of course, listen to him.
What does this have to do with anything?
No, I don't think he got Jamaican ties, Irk. I just think
he does. Listen to him.
What does this have to do with anything, bro? Like what are we doing here, bro? Like, what does this have to do with
DK, bro, man. It'll be all right, insane, man. It'll be all right. But look, at the end of the day, DK, I want you to know this, bro. I just want you to know this. You cannot be a Steph Curry fan and a Warriors fan
and appreciate another great player. Okay. If I listen, my fault
you're not appreciating
Wardell and appreciating other great players, bro.
My fault that
King Wardell is not the only great players to ever exist.
Really, you giving King Solomon vibes, bro. You're giving Trojan horse vibes. You feel me?
Whatever you say. What's her name? Bruce Leroy, whatever you say.
Oh, it's all good,
Whatever
man.
you
It'll
say,
get
Bruce Leroy.
it'll get better with time, man. I think Irk about to drop a soundbite. It'll get better with time, DK.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I know as much as you can share with us. 2022, you shocked the world. Nobody saw the Warriors winning it. You guys got off to that great start. This season starts, I was like, I don't know. And then you make the trade. But, Steph, I told Stoney and the listeners, I mean, you're as frisky as all outdoors. You got a pep in your step. Do you think about number 5? Can you taste it? Do you feel something?
We talked about it. Somebody asked me this summer, like, what are you still playing for? That's literally the only thing you're playing for. And when you feel far away from it because you don't have a consistent, you're not rewarded consistently with wins on a nightly basis, or there's growing pains with a team, it does kind of, knock at your confidence and your ability to imagine what it's like to be, a relevant contender. And like I said, I like where we're at right now. I think we have what it takes to do it. But I'm not fast forwarding to saying, oh, we're a championship team right now, because we have another level to get to before we get to a playoff type environment. And I'm excited about that challenge. All I wanted to be is in the fight. All I wanted was a chance. All I wanted was an ability to look across the Western Conference and say, yeah, we can go toe to toe with whoever. And I feel like we're knocking on that door.
I love it. I love it. Knocking on the door. I like it. I like knocking on the door. I like knocking on the door. Luka Spluka.
I mean, we all see what kind of Jimmy's done on the court. Are you surprised he's been able to cure your bilateral tendonitis?
I was worried, Steph, early.
Nah, it's still there.
How are you feeling? That's my way of saying that.
I feel good. Like I think the idea is I've learned my body this year more than I have, had to in the previous years. Obviously, the ankle injuries early in my career.
Bro, let me tell you something. I'm looking at him right now. Bro, he's as big as I am.
Bro, I was telling you guys this like 2 years ago. I saw him in fucking Cabo before that championship season. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man's been in the fucking weight room. Shit crazy.
Bro, he's as big as I am. That's just wild, bro. Pause.
Nah, he's swole, man. Got a lot of people, bro. Bro, all right, bro. Come on, bro. Somebody got to get this guy, bro. Come on, bro. Somebody got to kick this nigga, bro. Like you can't have this fucking bro. Come on, bro. All right, bro. Bro. All right, bro.
Whatever, 5-6 years ago into what this year was. So I've learned my body and learned what it needs to do to get right. Over the last 2 months, I've been able to kind of commit to that process. And it helps, obviously, to have another guy where the load isn't as demanding physically and emotionally every single game. Doesn't mean that I'm not approaching it the same way, but it feels different. And like I said, when you're out there on, the way that we've handled the minutes when I'm off the court, and Jimmy's been able to run the show, and Moses is playing great. BP, when he was healthy, was playing great. We still don't even have JK back. Like, when the vibe and everything on the court, it does help because you're not carrying that load. So,
Pause.
Yeah, it's been an interesting year all the way around for sure.
Second option. Here we go.
Denver, Game 3 in 2022. Me and Andre, there was one possession right before I made a layup down the stretch, like less than a minute left. He was up on the sideline. He was barking at everybody, and I was like, "No, I got this. I'm gonna put him to sleep right now." And I said that to him. It just mouthed it. I didn't do the sign or nothing. I made the layup, and I did like a little the first quick night, and then it kind of just evolved from there. So it's been a whirlwind, just seeing how many people have kind of attached to it in other sports, and signifying like, "Yo, the job is done." So. Even seeing fans start to like encourage, like, "Oh, I need a night tonight," and it's like, "Well, we got 48 minutes to play first. Y'all too demanding."
Where did night come from?
We all want to know.
Denver, Game 3 in 2022. Me and Andre, was one possession right before I made a layup down the stretch, like less than a minute left. He was up on the sideline. He was barking at everybody, and I was like, "No, I got this. I'm gonna put him to sleep right now." And I said that to him. It just mouthed it. I didn't do the sign or nothing. And I made the layup, and I did like a little quick, or the first quick night, and then it kind of just evolved from there. So it's been a whirlwind, just seeing how many people have kind of attached to it in other sports, and signifying like, yo, the job is done. So. Even seeing fans start to like encourage, like, "Oh, I need a night tonight," and it's like, well, we got 48 minutes to play first. Y'all too demanding.
Where did night come from?
He can get under my armor. Relax.
Bro, his skin's just so clear, man. Like you could just like this shit's crazy, bro.
Aura, man, aura.
Wow, he can get under my armor. Is crazy. DK,
bro,
does
niggas talking about come on, bro. You know what the fuck I mean? Like, go, like, come on. I'm not even gonna explain myself, bro.
DK, does he break the record tonight? If so, when?
Third quarter with like
not break the record because it's not a record, but does he break 1,000
or keep breaking his own record?
Oh, actually, nah. It would be like probably the first half. First half. Really depends, man.
I mean, dude, 4,000 made 3-pointers, dude. That's
nah,
something
that's actually when you really sit back and think about it, bro. That's never gonna get that's never gonna get broken, bro. I can't lie. I can't see that shit getting broken.
I don't know. I think Harden's probably got 2-3 more years in him, maybe.
Interesting.
Man, if Klay Thompson didn't get hurt and miss 2 fucking years of basketball, bro, he'd probably be already well within the top 5. He'd probably be up right around 3 or 4.
Yeah, where do you think like he ends up? After he's done. Because the way I'm thinking about it, man, it might be like, might be like 400 or 500. Can't lie. No, I'm not talking about like where he ends up like of all time. I'm talking about like 3-point wise. Like how many numbers? 5. You think he get 5K? Okay. Yeah, no, that's definitely possible. I can't lie.
Hold on, I'm doing a. All right, I'm gonna do a little thing for tonight's win. So, 2 things. The first correct response wins for this contest. Predict what quarter Steph Curry breaks 4,000 threes versus the Kings tonight. First correct response wins, and I need your playback username. So reply to that tweet for the contest tonight. So reply to that tweet, and the first correct response, whether it be the first quarter, the second quarter, and I need your playback username. If you're not in here, you ain't getting it. If you're not a member of the room, no thanks. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. Brandon.
Yo, this guy's a fucking troll, man.
The winner, I forgot to put this part. The winner gets $100. So it's for $100 tonight.
Kaminga will likely throw. Bro, stop dishes, bro. You know what? Bro, Brandon, you're just a JK hater, bro. It's all right, bro. It's all good, brother. I know where you stand, man. DK's a J, bro. Bro. Whatever you want to call it, bro. I just appreciate JK like on this team, bro. If you don't appreciate him, then that's on you. I don't know what to tell you.
So y'all got that right. So chat, predict. It's for $100 tonight. The first correct response gets $100. And make sure you got PayPal. Make sure you got Venmo. I don't do Cash App or none of that bullshit. Niggas try to scam me on Cash App. Constantly. Sam tried to scam me on Cash App one time, that bozo.
Yeah, no, I'm banned on Cash App. That shit's crazy, man.
No Zelle, because I don't keep money in my bank account. So money isn't in my bank account. So I don't use Zelle. I don't tie anything to my bank account. Send me some money, Urkel. You gotta win the contest, my guy. Oh, you need gas?
Oh man.
There's certain people on the timeline that will do that, bro. Yeah, so Steph Curry approaching 4,000 threes tonight. Bro, I remember when Steph was about to get to 3,000 to what was it, 4,000? No, sorry, 3,000.
No.
And I looked at the number and I was like, fuck, like could he get to, like how soon could he get to 4,000? You know what I'm saying? And back then I was looking at it and I was just counting the years and I was like, so hold up, he's going to be 34, 35, 36, 37. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, it just looks so far away. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the fact that Steph is still at this level at 37 is crazy. It's kind of wild that he's still at this level where, you know, you're looking at it and you're like, fuck, this dude could get to this number, you know?
Yeah, and it's crazy because he has like a good, I'll say like 2 years of like real, like, you know,
Yeah.
top 10 player, you know what I'm saying, level.
I expected for him to fall off, like in terms of the production and, you know, especially since the All-Star break.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a fall off. Honest to God, bro. Like, and in that last interview that we were watching, I was just looking at him and I was like, bro, this man looks like he's in ultra shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looks like he has a 28-year-old frame, you know, and watching him, I'm like, bro. And then when you watch him out there and you like people are bouncing off of him, you're like, oh shit, that wasn't happening 10 years ago.
Steph put on some muscle, man.
Yeah. What really let me know that I stood beside him. This was probably, I don't know, 3 years ago. I stood beside him, and I was like, bro, like he's definitely put on weight. You know what I'm saying? And during that same time, I saw him. Like he had like a workout. There's this dude named Carl. He used to work for the Warriors, and Carl posted his workouts with Steph on the TL, and I was watching Steph just do the split squats. Right, he was doing the split squats, and it was crazy how he was doing it, man. Like it was like 225, and I was like, fuck, like I can't do that. I lift all the time, bro, and I can't do that. Like not that weight.
Yeah, he's ridiculous, man. And a lot of people don't really, it's kind of like an underrated like thing about him.
Yeah.
But like he's honestly probably gonna go down as like one of the most like longevity like players of all time. Like he's Steph is gonna play another maybe 4 years, I think. I think he has a good 4 years in him. So
yeah,
like he's definitely gonna go down as like one of like the Kareems, like, you know, like the Kareems, the LeBrons, like people that were playing like good basketball like late into their 30s, you know. I would say Vince, but Vince wasn't really like. No offense, of course. Like he wasn't really like doing that. Like
Nah, Vince
after
wasn't
like
like that, man.
yeah, he after like 34, he was kind of he's
Yeah.
kind of mediocre, I'll say. But
Vince was cool or whatever, but
yeah.
he, bro, these dudes, they're just different, man. I mean, I would love to know the secret behind like how these dudes are, because it's really not like the mind that goes or the basketball skill per se. Like I think the skills get better.
Yeah.
It's more so the body that goes. You know what I'm saying? Like your knees start to hurt, they start to get squeaky. You know what I'm saying? And the recovery becomes harder, right? So when you just look at it, bro, it's crazy how these dudes are extending. You know what I'm saying? You look at KD and like, yeah, he's on a shitty team or whatever, but that dude was coming off of an Achilles. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, bro.
And
like,
you're looking at the production of him, bro. He's averaging like 27 a game this year on elite efficiency. Like his efficiency is kind of crazy. Like matter of fact, since he's been a Brooklyn Net or the Brooklyn Net, the Suns, and whatnot, right? Like his efficiency, I think he's averaging like 28 points and like 50, I'd say 59% effective. So his efficiency has just gone up and up and up. I think from 2, like the last couple of years, he's like damn near 60%. From 3, he's like 39% or something like that. So it's just ultra efficiency in terms of bucket getting. You know what I'm saying? And then Ron, Steph, like all of these guys, is like they're just extending their careers. You know what I'm saying? And it's back in like the 90s, the only guys that were really doing that was like Stockton and Malone. You know, like everyone kind of like got to a point where they just hit a wall. You know what I'm saying? And every year it's almost like we wait for these guys to hit a wall and then
they don't.
But I also think that the way that the game is being played, I think that also helps as well.
Yeah,
because up and down,
like less physicality.
Yeah. I think that helps them a little bit, but at the same time, the game is still demanding. You still got to run, jump, pass, and do all of that shit. So it's just interesting to see them do that.
Yeah, man. I mean, and even with these guys being more skilled, bro, like Steph and Bron are still able to like keep up. Like this shit's crazy, bro. Like you'll watch Steph just fucking running, and this dude's like running faster than like 23-year-olds. Like what the fuck? Like it's just ridiculous, man. So
yeah, so since KD has left, he's like averaged 28 points. 50, I had it on the dot. 28 points, 59% effective, and close to 7 rebounds, 5 assists a game, right? Like that, those are elite stats, bro.
Yeah.
But the problem is that he ain't on the right team. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just not in the correct situation. Him or Jimmy would have worked, but for narrative standpoint, I prefer Jimmy.
Yeah. I think if we
narratives still matter.
Yeah.
Narratives still matter. DK, how do you think this game is going to go tonight?
This is a fairly I'm not even gonna come up here and like try and like just downplay it, but I think this is like a fairly like easy dub.
You think so?
I don't think this team gives us like I don't think this team gives us like any trouble, honestly.
I don't know, man. Sacramento is one of these pesky teams to me. The last time we played them, we obviously beat them the last time, right? Like it was a pretty good win. But at the same time, the last couple of times that we played them when we were out of sync and whatnot, they did beat our ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of these games, and they're one of these pesky teams that just play up and down, up and down, up and down. So you always got to worry about them. So I am. If I were to say concern level, I would say my concern level for this game is around a 5, because you just never know. Like JK is coming back. There's some additional factors in there. Granted, he's going to come off the bench and all of that stuff, but you just never know how he's going to affect things. So hopefully he kind of hits the ground running because he's been out a while.
Yeah, so you're like cautiously like optimistic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't want to take this game like too lightly and say, oh my God, they're just gonna, because the last time we played them, we handled them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was at home. No, that was on the road that we did that. So, they have a weird way of coming into our building, and then the Sacramento fans come down and they're annoying, right? So this is what they did last time. So Steph only had 20. But the cool part about this game is that the scoring was balanced, right? So we had like the 1 in every 10 games that Buddy shoots well. He had 22 that game, and then Moody shot well, Pods, everybody shot well that night. You know what I'm saying? So Steph really didn't need to exert himself all like that, right? So we just need to figure out like what the hell we're gonna do, and not take this team lightly. So Sabonis played, Levine, DeRozan played. DeRozan was fucking serving us in that last game, man.
Yeah, this one, yeah. DeRozan he's also one of those like underrated players, man. But he's been playing a long time at a good level, honestly.
Yeah.
He's a nice player.
Yeah, but Sacramento, man. Sacramento, they need to. I think they've lost like 2 games in a row. So they lost to the Clippers, right? That game, what was that, on the 9th? How did that game go? Yeah, they should have won that game. That's the game that they just allowed Kawhi just to walk down. And then the next game, they lose to the Knicks. Blowout. But that was on a back-to-back. But goddamn, they got blown out. So this is who they have coming up. So they got us, and then they got Phoenix the next night. You know what I'm saying? So they're really, really going to try to play hard on the first night of a back-to-back. So that's why I'm telling y'all, like, I got to see how this one is going to go.
Yeah.
Have to see how this one is going to go.
Yeah, this should be a good stretch, though. We got a couple games coming up that are, I say, a bit tough, but you gotta have faith in your team, man. I think, especially with the addition of JK, things can get very, very scary, man. Like, things could definitely get scary.
Yeah. I look at. Hold on, let me pull this up.
When the Celtics hosting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Thunder. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. The Celtics are down 3, but not for long. Why? Tatum buries that 3. Game now tied at 22. 2 minutes left in the first. Thunder back up 1. SGA. He had 11 points in the first quarter. Thunder up 3. Then final seconds, Celtics down 3. Not going to last long because Tatum just does that. The Celtics are the first team in the last 25 years to make 9 threes and 0 2-point field goals in any quarter. So they were still down 3 after 1. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Celtics down 1. It's Tatum again, this time to beat the shot clock. That was pretty. Celtics up 1. But in the final seconds of the half, Thunder up 1, SGA with that. Wow. 10,000th career point with the Thunder in 368 games. That puts him ahead of Kevin Durant for the fastest in Thunder franchise history. OKC led.
Is that so?
Wow.
Faster than KD?
Bro, a lot. I seen this comment, right, and I wanna see like your perspective. Like, how do you feel about like is now obviously they're not like the same exact player, but how do you feel like about the people that say like SGA is like a mixture of like AI and like Kobe, like kind of like mix, kind of like has like the same like patient, playing style that AI did, but also has like the quickness of like Kobe and stuff. Like, how do you feel about that? Like that mixture?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
SGA is a better scorer than KD. Ja fans, stop it. Stop it. Don't say that.
Stop. Okay, yeah, this is
Stop that. You know how good KD is, bro?
yeah, that's crazy.
But if he's better, we're going to see it in the playoffs, won't we? We're going to see it in the playoffs, man. But that just shows you how prolific he's been, man. But KD, I don't know about all that.
Led by 3 at the half. Now under 9 in the third. Still only a 3-point game. This time, the ball gets to Chet Holmgren. That's a 3 for him, making it a 6-point lead. 30 seconds later, it's the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander show. Fourth player since the 76-77 merger to score 20 points in 60 straight games in a single season. It's now a 9-point lead for the Thunder. Then 6 to go in the third. Celtics down 10. Tatum misses the 3. Derek White gets the rebound, finds Al Horford. Al Horford, how many threes are we going to throw up in this game? Celtics down 7. Celtics down 3. Final seconds. Tatum tying it. There was contact. He'd go to the free throw line. He would make it. Game tied at 88 as we go to the fourth. 9 minutes to go. Thunder up 3, but defense into offense for Boston. Holmgren is blocked by White. Working the ball into the corner to White, who can now do it all. That is a 3 to tie it. 95 for you, 95 for you. Then 8 minutes to go. Game now tied at 98. Isaiah Joe to Kenrich Williams. He's going to throw up a 3 and make it. OKC back out in front by 3. Where is the man, the myth, the legend that is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the paint, up 8. 34 points for SGA. He also threw in a casual 7 assists. And the Thunder beat the Celtics 118-112.
Getting this win and clinching a playoff spot, even without one of your all-stars in Jalen Williams. What does that say about this group to continue the momentum without one of your starters?
Yeah, we have a bunch of guys that are all-stars in their role. And that's our motto, that's our mentality. Like, next man up, be ready to make a play, be aggressive, play within your game, and do what the team needs. And I think because of that, our record.
Hold up. J-Dub didn't play last night?
No.
Okay, all right.
Shows.
This group is very low-key tonight. Did you, set them straight?
Yeah, we're going up. Hey, right before the world's eyes. We eating good tonight? Yes, we are. Very good.
They're now old and wise, and they're conditioned to this. They haven't lost much this season, Eves, but when they do have a loss, they come back strong just about every time. They are 11-1 following a loss, which is the best in the league this season, and they've won those.
I'm going to be honest with you, chat. They have all of the championship markers, man. Every single one.
If they don't win a chip, it's a bust, bro. It's championship or bust.
With that type of net rating, shit.
Yeah, championship or bust, bro. I'm not trying to hear the whole second round exit bullshit,
bro. Let me say this: if they go to the playoffs and they lose, I'm looking at this championship funny, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the team funny. I'm looking at everything that happens in a regular season funny. I'm looking at what the league conditions are funny. And especially I'm looking at Shai funny because I have this theory about basketball and kind of what's happening now and why teams are good. And I just feel like the conditions flip completely in the playoffs. So we'll see how it goes. But I have a theory about this team. I have some theories. But they're cooking right now, and you can't take anything away from them. But I got to see how it looks come playoff time.
Games by an average of more than 15 points per game, which is on pace to be a franchise record.
I love those group interviews. That just tells me the team unity they got there with OKC. Back with Big Perk. So this was an impressive win, to say the least, for the Thunder, and they've had nothing but impressive wins all season long. But if we're going to stay with this theme of it being potentially a finals preview, what's the likelihood that the Thunder could do this in a 7-game series and take 4 out of 7 from the Celtics?
Well, they can, number one, because they have the best defensive team in the league, right? They rank number 1 defensively in everything. Number 2, they have the depth. Okay, and Chet Holmgren, he showed that tonight. Without J-Dub, he became the second option, and he performed in great fashion. Then all of a sudden, SGA, the guy, the man that was on the floor tonight, him. What he did was he took it over. The Boston Celtics came out of character tonight. They tried to double team him. They threw a zone at him. They tried to pick him up 94 feet and get physical. He didn't get phased at all and took control of this game and picked his spots, got to his spots, knocked down shots, made guys around him better. He was the best player on the floor tonight, despite Jason Tatum being the leading scorer, and he just did it in all great fashions. And I said this before the game. He needed to make a statement for his MVP, and he did.
So yesterday I saw something ultra disrespectful. I don't know who it was, if it was Nike, but they put Shay's logo. They shine Shay's logo Batman style in different parts of the city. Did y'all see that? Oh, he's a Converse athlete? It was some fucking logo, bro. But they shined his logo. I was like, God damn.
Did that because Jokic is on his heels, and I said the rest of this month, starting tonight against the defending champs.
Yes, right. Nike owns Converse.
You need to go show the non-believers why that MVP should be going to OKC this year.
Yeah, and I feel like we keep trying to, well, I say we collectively as NBA fans, maybe even some of the media, we keep trying to find a reason to take a knock at them, so they're not good enough, and they just keep proving otherwise. They keep beating the best teams, and SGA keeps playing like MVP. All right, let's talk about the Celtics real quickly. They shot, 19% from three, but they've been shooting threes in mass all season long. But having said that, once you see this performance, if you're Missoula, you're like, maybe we need to not shoot as many threes the way we've been doing it.
Look, he's not going to.
Nah, they won't stop shooting threes, bro. That's in their DNA. That's the three-point shot. If they didn't shoot the three-point shot, they would not be a good team like that. And that stands for a lot of teams. Like, it's their whole offense, bro. That's how they get everything going, is that they break paint, the ball rotates, and, they get everyone boogieing.
To change when it comes down to the Celtics shooting threes, but if I'm Joe Mazzulla, I'm like, damn, I miss Kristaps Porzingis, because Kristaps Porzingis bring that balance for them. But you saw the Celtics tonight. This is them, right? They live by the three, they die by the three, but most nights they're going to knock down these shots. But when you put Kristaps Porzingis into the lineup, he takes advantage of those mismatches in the low block. One of the best post-up guys in the NBA, best rollers in the game, best pick-and-pop guys. So he brings that balanced attack, and he gives those guys options at 7-3. And so you think about it, he can shoot the three ball as well. But Joe Mazzulla ain't changing. He just need Kristaps Porzingis back.
First quarter, Wolves up 7 to add.
Yeah. They're going to be a tough team, but we'll see how they look against, And the biggest thing for the older teams like the Lakers and the Dubs and teams like that is going to come down to health. You know what I'm saying? So the fresher we can keep these guys headed into the playoffs, freshness with combination of rhythm, that's what it's going to take.
Crazy Steph Curry performances. On February 27th, he's done that on 3 different occasions. 2016, he had 46. He was 12 for 16 from the 3 on 2/27.
12 of 16 is fucking crazy, bro. Every time I think about that, during that time, I don't think I've ever enjoyed basketball as much as I did then, bro. It's almost like you were seeing something that you never seen before, And dudes are just shooting up. Then 12 for 16, man. Good Lord.
16 on 2/27/13. He had 54, 11 for 13 threes. Talk to me.
I got to say my favorite one was OKC. That's also the game Steph hit the bomb, the deep three right across half. So I got to go with that game. And you also got to know the history. That's 2016. We had just won a championship. Fast forward, this is also the year that we end up having to come back 3-1 against them. Have to understand where the NBA was and the dynamic. Like Steph versus Russ right now. These dudes have been at such a high level for such a long time. But at this time, you thought like this was peak powers. You didn't know that Russ ends up breaking the triple-double record. Like at the time, he wasn't getting the triple-doubles that frequently. And so Steph, for him to have that performance hit that bomb, I got to take February 27, 2016. But I'll tell you what, February 27th in America will be known moving forward as Steph Curry Day. Done. Sign the petition now.
Yeah. That's Steph Curry Day to me, man. That's when basketball changed. Because everyone was saying, like, before that day, I remember it, man. Like, everyone was saying, I remember the narratives back then because people were saying, this is not real. They're going to go to the playoffs, and kind of like how we're talking about OKC now. And people were saying, oh, that's bullshit. It's not real, yada, yada, yada. Wait till the playoffs, all of that shit. You see when they went up against the Thunder and Steph hit that shot, and you know, attitudes changed after that. It's almost like people went back to the drawing board and they're like, this is how we need to build our team going forward after that day. No two ways about it. That's exactly what they did, you know? So it should be named Steph Curry Day because, in my opinion, that's when basketball changed.
When you're making a decision, and insert your favorite Sixers decision here, are you asking an LLM for their input?
So we two answers there. We absolutely use models as a vote in any decision, and how much of that decision depends on, you know, how much the assumptions behind those models don't change, and their past success rate. So if you have a highly successful model for picking draft picks, and we think that the game, you know, Evan hasn't changed the rules yet, and so the game isn't changed.
Evan Wash, who's in charge
yeah,
of
he's
the
in
league
charge
office
thank you.
of defeating you.
Yes, then the models get a lot of weight in those decisions. It turns out LLMs do fairly well at prediction. They still are not beating human, like super forecasters they're called, like in Human Judgment Project talks about it. But they do add signal over just scouts and things like that. So we'll treat them almost like one scout. Now over time, if it's shown that they have a better track record than scouts, we might weight the LLMs or use multiple LLMs as one or two votes out of the process. So it turns out I'm building on a lot of things that Sentil knows, and you know that. You know, multi-model approaches can put you more on the decision frontier, the optimal decision frontier. And when I say that carefully, you get very similar accuracy with lower risk by using multi-model approaches. And so that's why we do that.
I would just like NBA Central to aggregate what Daryl just said, which is that he asks ChatGPT for help on trades.
That's what it sounds like. That's 100% what it sounds like, man. The reason I brought this up, like, do you think ChatGPT told him to sign Paul George? Yo, they got Paul George, man, and now Joel Embiid. Who knows what's going to happen with him? Paul George, but they got to blow that team up. 69% true shooting. Are you fucking serious? Really? Wow. Hold up. Are you serious? That's kind of silly. That is kind of silly. So post All-Star, he's shooting 71% true shooting. Ali, you see that? 71% true shooting since the All-Star break. %71 true shooting. Oh my God. And the usage ain't that much different. So 46 games, 124. Oh my God. That's how much the team was struggling, bro. He was only a +3 net. They were really struggling. 55 effective. That's not great. Close to 60%. Not great. %71%. So 65 effective. 71 is crazy. I'm not sure how long you can really even maintain that. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize he was doing that. 71 is nuts because in his MVP year, I think he shot like 66% true shooting. Good Lord. So since the trade, the last 14 games, 68.9. My God. $68.9. Yeah. That's nuts. All right, y'all. Let me get my day started. First come, first serve on the VIPs. We got the Laker game at 4:30 Pacific. I'm gonna jump on a little bit earlier, hand out the VIPs, and then we got a full night tonight. So I'll talk to y'all later.